Sir, you're charged with especially aggravated kidnapping. You're also charged with aggravated assault, and you're charged with theft of a firearm worth less than $2,500.
You're talking about stuff that is not
You will bring jury.
Hello and welcome to the Court of Public Opinion. I am the Recovery Addict, and boy do I have a case for you today.
Why is the dog chewing on this guy?
I think they have got the wrong guy there.
Got the wrong guy. The dog was biting him.
He roughing him up quite a bit. There's a lawsuit.
9 out of 10 judges prefer watching the Recovery Addict live stream in their courtroom.
The fireworks are not done.
I was getting commentary on the case. Dati mihi Anglican for his service watching.
That's literally not true.
Is that correct?
I didn't ask you to interrupt me. Oh, for Trump's sake.
All right, welcome back to the Court of Public Opinion. I am the Recovery Addict. We're about to jump back to Provo, Utah, where we are waiting for the jury to come back from lunch. It's their first lunch, up to like 3 weeks of lunches in the area. As this case is slated for about 3 weeks, might take a touch under that though. Depends how fast evidence can get presented. But this is the case of Tracey Grist. Tracey Grist is the mother in this family, and apparently, according to the prosecutors, possibly the mastermind as well. You need a Lumia reboot? I'll do a quick reboot for you here. You guys broke the sounds during the break, didn't you? You broke the sounds. I know what happened. All right, we'll get this bounced back up here. You don't have to own up to it. I know I can't trust you with the sounds during the break. Like little children. Same thing I would do. But yes. Oh, all right. Okay. Lumia's back up. Thanks for the reboot. Lumia Stream, not a sponsor, charges me $6 a month for the privilege of you being able to do that right there. All right, we're back. Utah versus Tracey Grist promises to be good. It's really good. We had to go back and watch in reverse order the openings. Defense is basically saying they had the conclusion before they started investigating. It's the evidence should drive the investigation, not the conclusion. We've heard that before, right? Corey Richens, same defense. This is just down the road, maybe 30 minutes away, and same defense. And then prosecutors are saying, no, we've got this in spades. We've got everything, like everything. We've got the Google searches. We've got the text messages. We've got the whole plan. We've got the mom planned it. The son carried it out. The daughter, was the bait, and the victim, daughter's husband, is dead with 7 shots from Kevin's gun. So we are live, Tiffany C. We are live from court. So this is a live stream you're seeing right now. This is our pool feed from Provo, Utah, at the foot of the Wasatch Mountains, which I might show you at some point. But big shout out to Law and Crime, who's a pool feed provider on this one. So thank you very much, Law and Crime. Sounds awful familiar. Yes, for those of you that were watching Donna and Charlie and Wendy, this seems like it's really familiar. But we're back. Kathy's here. Kathy has some funny videos on this. Oh, I'm not sure if she's here, but she has some funny videos. Kay Hodgson, member, 39 months. OG. That's amazing. Trail TV Live is here. Great friends, Trail TV Live. They're amazing. We were catching up a little bit this morning, but we're pretty much caught up now. And where we are is still with witness number 1. And the first witness on the stand is Catherine Restelli. Catherine is Tracey Grist's daughter. Restelli is the last name of the victim. So they were married. That's why she got the last name. Catherine is testifying against her mom. She has turned state's witness. That's why she's just spilling all. What were you doing out in your trailer? I was smoking weed. Yeah, we heard it all. She is a state's witness. She is in custody because she pled guilty for her role in this already, and she got 1 to 15 years, which is sort of a wide range, I know, but that's the way it worked. Kevin, the gunman, found guilty, tried in court a couple months ago, found guilty of murder. We know that, and now the mom is now on trial, and we're gonna hear how this goes down. All right, Deidre Tyler, no better place I'd rather be. Thank you, 3 months. I think you've been longer than that for sure. I think one of the guys actually Googled Donna Adelson. Yes, Donna got Googled. I think mom Googled Donna, as well as Utah gun laws and things like that. So shooting, breaking, entering, all sorts of stuff. So if you're here and you missed the beginning, it's fine. It's fine. We can catch up very quickly. And you're right at the very beginning. So come settle in, and we've got a couple weeks of great court. What we expect after this trial, we're going to be going up to Ohio. Ohio has a cool little case coming up for, let's see, it's Judge Pratt up there. I'm trying to remember I keep thinking Carly Gregg, but that's not it. Let me find it. I know it's up here somewhere. Okay, poison control. I don't know why I have that open. I read it. I don't need that anymore. Not sure what that is. Not sure what that is. LiDAR mosquito killer. Oh, that's cool. I need one of those. Sorry, squirrel moment here. Let me find the case. There we are. Caleb Flynn. Thank you. Thank you, Amber. I should probably pay attention to my mods. Ohio versus Caleb Flynn. That one's slated to start on the 28th. So if this takes 2 weeks, then we jump over. So we've got cases back to back and even overlapping a little bit as we're moving forward. All right. What is it with Utah and crazy Karens? It's like they're breeding them on a ranch over there. Utah just has become more open to court cases, and as states become open to court cases, you get the Florida effect, where the crazy comes out, and we're just seeing it. It's not that there's more in Utah and less other places. It's just that places that are open to courtrooms being open to the public and having it live streamed tend to get a bad rap. Amy Kimball, member for 32 months, says, I watched Gossip Rumor and Innuendo's video on this. I was hoping someone would cover it. Well, we're here just for that. We're excited. KLB, I'm losing my mind. When did you play part 1? When I checked in earlier today, we were playing Judge Dad. KLB, I didn't give you permission to leave during the day. No, I'm just kidding. We put in for media access this morning, and it came in, and as soon as it came in, we could pick it up. So when our pool media status was granted, we picked it up from there. So we were a little delayed. We picked it up right while the first witness was testifying. We had to go back and get the opening statements, and now we're caught up with live. How long was the son sentenced? I don't remember, but he has been sentenced already. Hey, Hellcat, welcome. Good to have you here. Good to see you around. It's nice to see familiar names popping up in chat. Let's see. We have about 8 minutes before the jury should be back, and we'll find out if this judge is prompt or he operates maybe on Hawaii time. Tag is here. Wonderful. The wife says 6 to life per case. I had 1 to life. Or I had 1 to 15 because she was just the bait. She was the lure. I don't know. Let me check. Maybe my facts are off here. I thought we had. Says my stuff says 1 to 15 years. Kevin, the son, was convicted earlier this year of murder, obstruction of justice, and related charges, but acquitted of conspiracy. He's later sentenced to prison. I don't know what his sentence was. We'll do some digging and find out. We'll do some digging. Let's see. All right. I understand why you didn't cover Tanner's sentencing trial, but we could have really used your audio skills. Tiffany, for the right price, I'm available. This is actually putting together a bid for something else right now. I've got a particular set of skills, and I'm happy to use them. In some cases, though, there's some ways the audio can be messed up that I just can't fix. There's some things you just can't fix, and so you sort of need a little bit of good acquisition on the audio side, and then good managing on the other side to make it work out. And when that happens, we can do some great stuff with audio. Let's see. Utah has interesting criminals. Family plans to unalive son-in-law. Yeah, plans and carried out. Yep, he's no longer with us. Corey Richardson Sentencing is likely moving. Moving out or moving locations? I don't think they've moved locations. They've already convicted him, so it must be a delay. Hers is 1 to 15 years. That's what I've got. Love true crimes. Did he get 5 to life for the murder? They go sit in the Ohio case murder show. I always recommend, if you get a chance to watch court in person, that you take that opportunity. It's different. It just hits different when you're there in the courtroom and the judge walks in and the bailiff's, looking at you to make sure you're following the rules. And, the witnesses are sworn in and people are like leaning forward on the edge of their seats and you're watching the jury take notes. It's just a different experience. If you haven't gone, I definitely recommend you take that opportunity. While we're waiting for court to start, yesterday, we're sitting in the kitchen and we have these.
Judge Roger Griffith presiding.
Remind me to tell the chandelier story later. We're back.
Remember in the beginning when we started 110 years
Grist,
ago?
case number 241101170. I understand the entire jury is back. Before we bring them out, is there anything the state needs to put on the record, Mr. Brown?
No, not on the record, although I don't see Mike Brown in the courtroom yet.
Oh. Nothing from Mr. Facebar. Mr. Watabe, would you step out in the hallway and see if Mr. Mike Brown is out? Maybe we can
Mike
bring
Brown's
him
out there.
in
Keep
before
my
we
name
bring the
out.
jury back.
No, just kidding. Matthew Harris, one of our great friends, and a moderator still. Matthew, you've got the cool tools. I want to use this milestone to express how much I miss all of you and wish that my trial schedule allowed me to be with you all more often. Matthew, the first lawyer who was a friend to the channel, 39 months, OG, also a YouTuber and a radio star, and a radio YouTube /star, does both at the same time, gets on a radio show and teaches people about the law in Texas.
Mr. Pomeroy, you didn't see Mr. Mike Brown out there, did you?
I did.
Would you ask him to come in? We're ready to go.
I will.
Thank you.
We're ready to go now.
It's almost like Watabe follows instructions.
Not often. That's why I sent out Mr. Pomeroy. Mr. Brown, is there anything you wish to put on the record before we bring the jury back?
No, sir.
You're welcome to sit up front if you'd like.
Can I sit next to you?
Absolutely. I've got plenty of space.
No, I'm good. I'll hang out back here.
All right. Let's bring the jury back.
Josh, I see you've changed your name. Threw me for a loop there.
You could even use my gavel, Mr. Brown, if you'd like.
Man, this judge is... Thank you. He just handed it to me. It's a nice one, too. I'll take you up on that, Judge. This is pretty cool. Just kidding. This one's mine.
Sir, can you take off your hat? We are in court.
All right, for the jury.
Basic decency standards here, sir.
So I just admitted 12 before you. I'm going to do 13 through 18 as a batch.
Josh Hutchings comes in with attorney-level support. OG. 26 months here, so that dates back to February 2024. I believe I'm calculating correctly, which you are. I'm going to use all for 225 characters for this free milestone message. I'm running out of things to say, though, and out of characters. Josh, thank you very much. Congratulations.
Thank you. Please be seated. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, I hope you had a good lunch. Thank you for being back on time. We were all a little bit early, so there's nothing wrong with starting 2 or 3 minutes early.
I like this judge
Mr. Stelling,
already.
I'm going to remind you that you're still under oath from your oath from this morning. Mr. Brown, I'll turn the time back to you.
Thank you, Your Honor. Could we please publish State's Exhibit 12, which was admitted just prior to the break?
Catherine Rastelli still on the stand. She's in custody, in cuffs, testifying for the state.
Ken, if we can please go to page 6. Just prior to ending, Kate, we admitted your phone records from the 12th and the 13th. Over the course of the 12th, while Matt was traveling out here, did you have several phone calls with him?
I did.
Do you remember recording those calls?
I do.
And you remember hearing those on a previous occasion?
I do.
Do those calls appear to be an accurate reflection of what was discussed between the two of you in those phone calls?
It does.
Your Honor, at this time, the state would move to admit as a batch states 13 through 18. I'm not publishing them quite yet, but I'm moving to admit them.
Any objections so far, Mr. Police Mayor? Thank you. States Exhibits 13 through 18 are admitted as a batch that will be published later.
Didn't realize I didn't have chat.
I
on
want
the
to draw your
screen.
attention
Sorry.
to, so when we ended, you had told Matt that you couldn't rent the car, right?
Correct.
What was his response to you?
He was frustrated with me.
Okay. What did he, and did you end up having a phone call with him about alternate plans, about what to do?
I did.
This time, the state would, if I could show, if you could, please, line 48. What time do you reach out to Matt?
8:55 a.m.
Okay. We could go ahead and publish state's Exhibit 13, please.
Exhibit 13 is published.
I'm at a loss right now, Matt.
Okay, just chill out.
Good audio.
They won't rent me the car.
Okay, we'll have your mom rent it.
She doesn't have money on her credit card.
Okay, so what do you gotta do? Can you rent it through Tim or somebody else? Anybody?
Nobody has credit cards with that money on it.
How much money more do you need?
I can't do it with my debit card because I have an out-of-state license.
Okay, so what do you need me to do? Like, what are you thinking?
I don't know.
Okay, just chill out. Do you need to put money in a different... Can your mom call her credit card and extend it?
No, they need money.
So, do you need me to put more money in your account?
No, because they won't rent it to me because I have a debit card and an out-of-state license plate, or an out-of-state driver's license. If I had an in-state driver's license and a debit card, they would do it. Like, they don't even care that I have a good driving record. They don't care that, like, I just rented with them 3 weeks ago.
Okay, but that obviously that doesn't matter. That doesn't matter. So,
The witness recorded these.
who are you down there with right now? You're with Timmy?
No, I came back home to assess it.
Yeah, I understand.
So I'm not going to sit down there at the Enterprise place as I'm, like, trying to figure out what to do. It's only 5 minutes away. I can go back down there. It's no problem.
Okay. Well, just take a deep breath, obviously. So,
Yeah.
does Tim or Angie have a credit card?
No.
Okay.
I don't know.
So, how can you rent a car with them yourself?
I don't know.
So, if your mom had money, like, how could she have money? How could she have money?
It's like $1,000. Well, she's had a hard week this week because the water kept being turned off. So she didn't make as much money as she would normally.
I know, I'm not trying to give you a hard time. I'm just
I
trying
know
to
you're not giving me a hard time. I'm explaining stuff to you as best as I can.
So, do you need to move that money from your account, take it out, and put it into her account?
I don't know if that would work.
In the account?
Huh?
You need me to go at 9 o'clock and put more money in your account, and then send it all over to your mom's account, and just rent the car in her name?
No, because then I can't drive it.
Well, she leaves with it. See, she leaves with
But
it.
if there's any problem on the way home, I'm fucked. If there's any sort of hiccup on the way home, I'm fucked.
Soundbite?
Okay, well, I'm just trying to deal with what we're kind of...
I understand that. I don't want to be fucked on the way home and being like, oh, well, where's Tracey? And it's like, well, she's not here.
Like, you mean when you get all the way down here kind of thing?
Huh?
Like when you return the car kind of thing?
Yeah, she would have to return that. Oh, I didn't even think about that. Yeah, because she would have to return the car. Wow.
I don't think our 250 should be driving up that far.
Really?
Well, I mean, I guess I could. I don't have a trip permit, though, so if I get pulled over right now, I mean, I guess I could call Robert and try to borrow the trip permit.
Well, how much is registration? Can you get it registered?
I'm just like, it's just terrifying to me because I'm hitting the starter with a hammer, Kate, and I don't have money for a starter right now because I have to pay our downs bill in like 5 days, 6 days. So, like, I'm just trying to juggle this. At the same time, I'm trying to juggle the, I I just think it's pushing.
Well, then it just sounds like we don't have money right now. We just gotta wait a little bit more until we have more money.
I have like another I can go return the starter. Like I bought another starter, but I have like $600 more, and I have no money after that until.
Well, no, because we need the gas card to stay on for the drive home.
No, it'll stay on. I don't have it, but I still have to miss it. Right now it's at 12. So I'd have to pay it like. I just don't think it's a great idea for me to drive the 250 that far. Like I have nobody to watch the place either. Like.
But it would only be a solid day of you being gone. I don't know. I feel like we just need to make it a better plan. I feel like we need to do a little bit more research.
I did all of that. That's sad because I called and asked her all these questions.
I know. And I was ready, and they said, "Oh, a debit card and an out-of-state license? No, that doesn't work."
That's what I asked her.
Well, she obviously doesn't know.
And then the policy, she can't fudge anything.
Right, because it's a fucking $50,000 car. I know. I feel the same way.
Katie, I have towels laid in the truck just so that I can lay underneath the truck and hit the starter with a hammer. Like, and it has a little oil leak. I mean, like, I'm like, even working for Robert, like, I'm sitting there terrified that I'm going to break down in the intersection still. Like, towing trailers and just trying to get this done. Stress is killing me right now. But it's not really about me right now. I'm just saying it's just harsh, you know?
I get it.
I got tools in the back. I got straps. Like, I've just been, like, busting my ass. I have the truck parked in the shop area because if it doesn't start, I have to hit the starter and I'm laid on the concrete.
Matt, I did what I could today.
I mean, would Jack let me borrow her car? If it could you? If I, like,
That's a big ask.
I could pay her. Like, do you know anyone that would let me borrow their car? Like, safely? Like, I'm not on drugs or anything.
What about your mom?
It just sucks that I have to go all the way to fucking Orange County to go get it. No? But yeah, I would actually ask them probably to drive out here and drop it off with me. Like,
right.
I would rather, like, ask someone in the neighborhood here.
You can't just roll the dice with the truck. It's that fucking sketchy.
I could call. Just the thing is, here's what's going on. If I call Robert and ask for the moving permit, I'm just saying, like, he's gonna find out soon that I got the Ortiz deal, and he might not be very happy, but it's still my customer first, and I'm trying to avoid too much involvement, like too much desperation with the neighbor right across the street. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm sick to my stomach.
Well, I mean, we have insurance. I wouldn't even, if I did that, I would basically drive straight there, and I wouldn't even turn the fucking truck off the whole damn drive. The truck would be on for 20 hours. So, you know? I mean, I could call him and ask him if I could borrow the truck permit for like 3 more days.
Hang on.
Yeah, that's okay.
Hang on. What happened? What happened? Cheyenne, what happened? What happened?
He was being annoying, and I just lost all my patience with him.
Well, then you need to walk.
At me.
You're throwing his phone?
No, I didn't.
You're not gonna yell at me though.
Do
Do not throw the phone, because I.
No!
do not throw the phone because I will take away your iPad for the day. Don't. Do not give me a grumpy face. No, I am trying to figure stuff out today. Please don't do this. Be kind. Be kind.
It doesn't really matter, but like if your mom didn't pay that registration, she'd be able to do all.
I think it was also. No, it was the water being turned off that really threw the wrench in the gears.
Call Robert. I don't have any other choice. But I really wish I could ask for I wish I could just drive the damn Highlander home. But like you said, it's kind of annoying to ask all that. I'm just driving.
It's a big ask.
Let me call you back in a minute, okay?
Okay. Bye-bye.
Be kind. There you go.
Please publish. States 12.
This is
Which
great.
one?
This is great
12.
audio.
Exhibit 12 published.
The $600 that he gave you, you could have put it towards your mom's credit card, right?
The credit card was not the issue.
But you could, so you could have rented the car with the credit card.
I could have, yes.
Okay. Immediately after getting off the phone with Matt, that call we just heard was at 8:55, so number 48 lasted 10 minutes. Immediately after getting off the phone with him, who do you try and call? At 9:05
It's like my mom. I call my mom at 9:05.
And then you don't reach her though, right? Or it doesn't look like it.
Yes.
And then you talk to Matt again, correct?
Yes.
State moves to publish, states 14. Phone call from 9:07.
Any objection?
No, you're.
Thank you.
Okay.
I don't have YouTube.
Still, stop.
Mommy,
Like
I
they-
don't have YouTube too.
Stop.
YouTube. You.
Well, go watch YouTube. Why are you yelling at me? Sorry, I was taking out my earbud and he's just like screaming, running around like a fucking crazy person. I don't have YouTube. I don't have YouTube. Like, you kidding me? Like, can you tell I'm under a lot of stress right now? Like, what the fuck?
I think we could ship a car back too.
That's so expensive.
It's not as bad as you think.
It's about $800-900.
I'm trying to think of I can call Parfait Trucking and see what it'll cost to have one of the cars just transported back.
I'm not borrowing one of their cars. Jacob uses the car every day. Rory uses her car every day. And my mom uses her car every day. And Kevin's car cannot make it to California.
Okay.
So these cars are not options out here.
Okay.
I know, it's frustrating.
Frustrating is if Robert just answered his phone and said yes, that would be the plan, and I'd just be going with that right now, and I wouldn't talk about it anymore.
Okay, well,
You know? But now I texted him what my intentions are, so a lot of times when I text him intentions,
right, he reads it and then gets back to you.
he gets all distant. He either steps up or he gets all distant, like, because he doesn't like when I borrow his trap loader to like do some mowing.
Uh-huh.
But he's calling me right now. He answered.
Okay, bye.
What does Matt say there at the end? Who's calling him?
Robert.
And who is Robert again in this situation?
Robert is our neighbor.
Now, is that who he was trying to borrow the truck permit from?
Yes.
Okay. So there, is it fair to say you say borrowing anyone's cars here, not an option?
Correct.
Okay. You could please publish states 15.
Any objection? Thank you.
And actually, before we publish that, when's the next time? So that was a call between you and Matt at 9:08 p.m. If you could please go to the next page, to page 5.
9:08 a.m.
Yeah, sorry, thank you, 9:08 a.m. Sorry, no, other direction. There you go. When's the next call you have with Matt?
At 9:15.
Okay, go to please publish, states 15.
Hey,
Hey, what?
what's going on with you?
I'm gonna go get the trip permit from Robert right now.
Okay, you gonna drive out today?
I don't have a choice.
What do you mean you don't have a choice?
What?
Okay. Well, I wasn't sure if you were rested and ready.
What's that?
I wasn't sure if you were rested and ready.
I'm rested enough. But I gotta get the dogs like fully fed and left. Okay, and I don't plan on turning the truck off. Should I even get the starter on the way out? Should I replace my starter and then go?
Probably.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna have to go to town then and get the starter and then come back and work on the truck and then get the dogs ready. It's gonna be a long fucking day.
I know.
So, okay?
I know. I appreciate you.
Yeah, I gotta get going on for a moment, okay?
Okay.
Okay?
Okay. Sounds good.
I'll call you in a little bit. I'm gonna call you in like an hour. Right? You gotta let me do something.
Okay.
I gotta go return a starter, and I can't drive out there without a starter that works.
Okay.
So I gotta swap the starter. So I have to go to town. I gotta go to Robert's, go to town, put the starter on, feed the dogs, get ready to go, eat. And I don't know how the truck's gonna be kind of dirty. Like you're not gonna shit talk like tools in there and fucking shit on the bed. Like,
No.
are you?
Mommy, I'm hungry.
Okay, I'll feed you.
Oh, I
Give me-
gotta go. I'll call you in a little bit.
Okay, sounds good. Okay, bye.
So 9:15, phone call, you find out he's driving out.
Yes.
Did your voice like falter in that phone call?
It does. I realize what I'm doing.
And just so we're clear, what was it? What did you realize you were doing?
Planning his murder. Setting him up for failure.
Conflicted about that?
I'm sorry.
Were you a little conflicted about that?
I was.
We could please publish states 10. That call with Matt was at 9:15, lasted for about a minute 45. And then 10, page 22.
You said 10?
Yes. Go to page 22, please. Scroll down. This is the text thread between you and your mother. At 9:17 a.m., what do you tell her?
2 minutes later.
He's gonna drive out.
And what is her response to you?
I'll call you.
We could please go back to states 12, page 5. Do you in fact talk to your mom that morning?
I do.
I'm going to point out line 42. What time is that phone call and who is it with?
11:39 with my mom for 5 minutes and 22 seconds.
Do you remember what you talked about during that phone call?
Just talked about her coming home early to be able to get things ready.
Okay, did you talk about anything else that you remember?
Not that I remember, just plans about the day and how she's going to cancel her appointments and head home.
Did you talk about any roles that you would play moving forward with Matt?
I don't know if that was on the call, but I know that I discussed with her that I would keep him calm and keep him coming out and just play the good wife.
Okay. And is that what you did in the remaining phone calls with Matt?
I believe so, yes.
We could scroll up a little bit on this call log. When's the next phone call that you have with Matt?
I think one of the cuffs are to her belly chain.
At 11:50.
Hands together.
You try and
the
call
one
him?
that he answered.
Mhm.
So at 11:55, I talked to him for 11 minutes.
Okay. We're only going to publish the first minutes, 3 minutes of that. If you could please publish date 16.
Any objection?
No.
Thank you.
Hi.
Hey, what's going on? How you doing?
Good, how are you?
Cool, just past Butterfield. I'm leaving here. Getting on the freeway in 5 minutes.
Cool.
So, got peaceful food.
Awesome.
The dogs. Right when I went to leave, there was like a tweaker car in front, so I had to like ask them if they needed help, and then they said they're letting their parents cool down, and then they took off.
Okay.
Sounds like shit. I have to wait for their tow truck to get them out of here. Fuck. Because I would have canceled if they were out in front for right now. So, it's all good though.
Yeah.
But I think when I get there, I don't think I want to turn the truck off.
Okay.
So I just want to get the car seats in, load up, and just kind of take off. Is that going to be doable?
Yeah, you'll be here late.
Yeah, I know.
So.
And then you'll take off, and then you'll take over driving.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
then I'll take over after that, and then we'll get home.
Yeah.
Does that work for you?
Yeah. So if you're not turning off the truck,
Well, I could. It doesn't matter.
okay.
Well, I got a new starter, and it should be fine.
Okay.
And it's under warranty if it's
Mommy,
not. So.
I'm hungry.
Okay, I'll make you a sandwich just a minute. Let me talk. Do you want to say hi to Daddy?
No.
Oh. Are you sure?
No.
He's on the phone. You can just say hi, Daddy.
Why did you get? Oh, hi, baby. Why'd you want me to turn off the truck?
No, I was just the parking situation. That's all, because you have the parking spots that are by the clubhouse, but you can't. There's no street parking. So if you're in the street, you're in the street.
Yeah. So how do we get loaded up?
Well, just
park.
park.
I'm 97%, so.
Okay, well,
I'll
just
probably turn my phone off when I get by Vegas to conserve some energy, you know?
okay. That's fine. Yeah. Yeah, probably just pull right up in front of the house, you know?
Yeah, and then we'll just load up. How long do you think it'll take? Like 15 minutes to load up?
Yeah, not long at all.
Yeah, I'm not trying to rush you. I just don't
No.
want to risk the truck. That's all, you know?
No, I get it.
Yeah.
You gonna come inside? Are you gonna come inside and help me load up?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. The front door is always unlocked, okay?
Okay. Well, I'll turn my nav on when I get all the way out there because I got to pass Provo, right?
Yeah.
What's the nearest town like before it, just so I can turn my phone on?
When you get to Provo, you should probably have your phone on.
In there, you ask if he's going to turn the truck off and ask if he's going to come inside.
Correct.
Why did you ask him that?
So you could come inside so my brother could shoot him.
Why did you tell him that the door was unlocked?
So you would just come in.
He's driving from California to Utah, to the defendant's house, to pick up his wife
If you
and
could publish
kids.
states 12 again, please. Page 4.
Doesn't
line
know that
29.
they've all planned out his demise when he gets there.
Is it fair to say that you had a variety of phone calls with your siblings and your mother after that call with Matt?
Yes.
Okay, line 29, who are you speaking to and what time is it?
Talking to Rachel, and it's 12:48 in the afternoon.
And how long do you speak for?
About 20 minutes.
Okay, if we go to line 28, please. Okay. Who are you talking to on line 28?
My mom.
Okay, what time's that?
12:58 for 7 minutes, almost 8.
You remember having a group call with your mom and Rachel Jorgensen at that time?
I don't remember it being a group call, but it's absolutely plausible.
Remember what was discussed with Rachel?
I believe if it was anything, it was having Rory go out to Rachel's house for the evening. But I don't know if I was actually on that call.
Did you tell her why Rory should go to her house in Ogden?
No. No.
Okay, so that call with your mom, if it was 7 minutes long or roughly 8 minutes long at 12:58, would have ended shortly after 1 o'clock. Is that fair? About 1:05?
Yes.
Okay. We could please publish states 10 again, page 23. Scroll down. Yes, pause right there. 11:45 a.m. What is that from your mom?
I believe that's a screenshot of Matt's location.
Okay, let's scroll down to the next one. What time is that text message?
2:07 p.m. And it's from my mom, and she said, I'm meeting Kevin for sushi.
What did that mean to you?
That they were going to meet for sushi.
That's funny.
I know what they talked about. I don't know what they talked about, but I know what that sushi meeting was for.
What was your understanding of what that sushi meeting was for?
They were going to talk details about how the night was going to go.
And again, to be clear, when you say how the night was going to go,
Planning Matt's murder.
while your mom, she sends that message to you at 2:07, right?
Yeah.
And then if we could please jump to, of this same exhibit, page 26. Scroll down. Right there, from your mom. What does she say to you at 2:19?
She says, hey there, please let Matt know that he's welcome to spend the night if he's too tired after driving all day. I promise I'll stay away and I will be as sweet as candy.
Scroll down, please. And what's your response?
Okay.
And then her next text message.
Or else if you guys want, I can give you $100 or so towards a hotel so you can stop if you need to.
Okay, and the next, your response to that?
Okay, I'll tell him.
Okay, please continue to the next page. Read that one from your mom, please, at 2:20.
I'm not trying to get in your business at all. I just want him to know that if he needs to rest, he can rest at the house, or we can get a hotel room for you guys, or maybe you could just start driving to go back because you will not have driven all day the way he did.
Okay, and then
Even a hotel room in St. George might be okay.
and then your response. Go ahead and read that one. Go ahead and read that one for your mom too, and then we'll read your response.
$200 for a hotel room I can handle, as opposed to the rental car on the way back.
Okay, and then the next, your response to him,
Okay, on the phone with him now.
and finally her response to you. What was your understanding of these messages? Well, sorry, let me back up. Did you relay those messages to Matt?
I believe so, yes.
Okay, what was the purpose of relaying those messages to Matt?
To make him feel that there were many options and that he wasn't stuck with one option, wasn't stuck driving home, wasn't stuck staying at my mom's house. There were options
To be
to
clear,
keep driving.
At 2:20 p.m., were you going home?
No.
State moves to publish. Sorry, actually, let's go back to Exhibit 12, please. So those text messages with your mom were at 2:20 p.m. Would you please read line 25, who you talked to and what time it was?
I talked to Matt at 2:20 for 6 minutes and 32 seconds.
Line 25. Okay. State would move to publish that 2:20 call.
Any objection? What exhibit number is that?
That's number 17, Your Honor.
Thank you. Any objection, Mr. Facemeyer? No, Your Honor. Thank you.
Just the first minute 30.
Good. How are you?
Pretty good. What's going on?
I just called to see how your drive is going.
I'm just passing that abandoned water park.
Oh, fun. Cool.
Yeah. I just like ran out and looking at it.
Yeah. My mom said if you're too tired, when you get here, that you can always sleep here. She said she'll keep her distance. She'll actually be asleep.
Oh my gosh. I'm just not gonna talk. That's all.
Okay. Or if we want, we can get a hotel. She said she'll give us $100 towards it.
No. It's not like that. I just want to see my baby, see you. I brought my pillow and everything else.
Right.
So, I'm not really worried about it. So, what do you want to do?
I want you to be comfortable.
I will be. I just become once I have my family.
Okay, well, good.
All I
Good,
want.
awesome.
Yeah. So, cool. I'll just keep trucking along here.
Okay. This call would have happened around 2:20 in the afternoon.
Yes.
While Kevin and your mother were at sushi, correct?
Yes.
Do you remember when they got home from sushi?
Probably about an hour later.
Did you have any conversations with them when they got home from sushi?
I believe so, yes.
Okay,
Out on the lawn.
I'm sorry?
Out on the lawn.
Okay, and what do you remember about that conversation?
Just finalizing details about how the night was going to go. I don't know if Kevin was on the lawn. I can't remember everything. I'm pretty sure he was out there, and it was just discussed that Matt was going to be there shortly at 10 o'clock, and that where I was going to be upstairs. Kevin was going to be downstairs watching a movie, but not really watching a movie, and my mom was going to be wherever she was going to be.
Did Kevin say anything in that conversation that you recall?
Not much.
Who did most of the talking?
My mother.
You mentioned earlier when I asked you if you'd ever talked to Kevin and your mom about this, you said yes, a few days before or maybe the day of. You remember that, your testimony earlier today?
Yes.
Okay. Is this the conversation that you were referring to?
It's one of the conversations. I know that when I found out Matt was coming out, I went into Kevin's room. I almost sent him a text message, and I was like, no, I'm not going to send him a text message. But I knocked on his door, and I said, Matt's coming out. And I was very tearful, and he knew what I meant, and he knew what was going to happen. I guess that's more hearsay, but he knew.
Objection.
You told him
Yeah.
that Matt was coming out.
Yes.
And that would have been the morning of the 12th?
Yes.
Okay. If we go back to Exhibit 12, please. Phone log. Go to top of page 2, please. You have more phone calls with Matt as he's driving out over the next several hours, correct?
Yes, I do.
And would you please identify line 10, who you called and what time that call was at?
I called Matt. It was at line 10. It's an incoming call at 8:13, and we just spoke for about a minute and 40 seconds.
Your Honor, the state would seek to admit State's Exhibit 18, please, which was previously admitted. Sorry, seek to publish.
Mr. Faceburn, any objection to 18?
No objection.
Oh, me.
I want to. Hi, Daddy.
So I put some cardboard in there where I parked the truck for a minute.
Yeah, that's fine. We can do that.
How long is it going to take to get loaded?
Not long.
Should I just leave it running?
That's fine.
One. There's an echo on your iPad. Means that Apple
Okay.
iPad. This is an Apple iPad.
Yeah.
Huh? Means it's an iPad.
Okay, you can talk to Daddy?
With Apple.
All right.
Hi, Daddy.
Okay.
I don't want to leave it charging the whole time just so I don't have to risk it not starting out here.
That's fine.
So, is that okay?
That's fine. Yeah. You're going to come in though, right?
Yeah, but I just want to make it like easy. I don't want to like hang on.
Yeah, no, it's going to be easy. No, it's going to be easy.
Yeah, so, but it's like the typical drifts, like, because I kind of ran this truck.
Okay.
I want to watch my iPad with YouTube on it.
Okay.
I want to watch my iPad with YouTube.
Okay.
9 out of 10 judges prefer what?
Is that correct? I tried to keep him up as long as possible
Sorry.
so he would sleep.
Hit my
I don't
elbow on the
want
sound
sleep.
bed.
I don't want to sleep.
Tried to turn it down.
That sounds about right.
That one was on me.
Can I stay up for a little bit
All right, sounds good.
more? Can I
Okay,
stay
bye.
up a little bit more, please?
No.
Yeah.
No, we're not doing that.
Okay, so at 8:13, you again ask him to come inside, right?
Yes, I do.
After this phone call, what do you do?
Hey, I get my kids ready for bed. I believe I put them in the bath, and I believe I gave them a melatonin gummy to help them go to sleep, to stay asleep. And I believe I went downstairs probably an hour later and saw what everybody was doing downstairs, like my mom and Kevin. I think Kevin was on the couch, just on his laptop, the way he normally would be. And then my mom was just picking up and cleaning up.
Okay. When you say your mom was picking up and cleaning up, what do you mean?
I think she may have just been finishing up dishes. We had gotten the house ready prior to that.
Okay.
Ready for the police
So
to
when you
show
say you
up?
got the house ready prior, what do you mean?
We removed the screen off of the front door to make it easier for Matt to come in and not be so deterred. We moved the kids' toys from the front room into the garage, so he didn't realize that we had no intentions of leaving and or making a mess on them with blood spatter. And then my mom covered her couches with blankets to prevent blood spatter.
And did you watch her make these preparations?
I did.
Did Kevin help, or was it mostly your mom?
It was me and my mom.
I'm going to show just the witness, States Exhibit 19.
Did everything but lay out plastic sheeting.
You recognize that photo?
I do.
Does it appear to be an accurate representation of what the house normally looked like?
It does.
It would move to admit States Exhibit 19.
Any objection? Thank you.
Move to publish.
Objection.
Okay. We're going to talk through that. The toys on the right, what are those in front of?
Those are in front of the fireplace.
Okay, and what did you and your mom do with those toys?
We moved them into the garage. Into the garage or into the office. I can't remember exactly where we moved.
Okay. And you referenced a screen. Is that can you point that out on the picture?
So if you see the line on the front door, it's one of those magnetic screens that clicks together when you after you walk through it.
As seen on
it's
TV.
Velcroed on, and we removed it from the Velcro.
Okay. And which couch, or was it all couch? What did she do with? You said something about a blanket on a couch.
Right as you walk in that first couch, there was a blanket draped over that one. I don't know. I can't remember if there were. I believe there was 2 blankets, one on each couch, but just to prevent her couches from getting dirty.
Okay. Take that down and just show the witness States Exhibit 20, please. Okay. Does that picture accurately reflect what it looked like the night of?
Yes.
State moves to admit Exhibit 20.
Any objection?
No, Your Honor.
Permission to publish, please.
Heard.
Okay, does this reflect that same view, minus the front door being closed, of the home the night that Matt was shot?
Yes, and the office door is also closed.
And so that's a difference as well?
Yeah.
Thank you. Is that the blanket you were referring to on that couch on the left?
Yes.
And then the toys are gone?
Yes.
Whose
Wow.
sandal is that in the front?
That's Matt's sandal.
Okay, we can go and take that down. Okay, you said after that 8:13 phone call that you bathed the kids, gave them a melatonin, put them to bed, and then went back downstairs.
Yes.
Correct. We could please publish what was previously admitted as States 9. Go ahead and scroll down. Keep going. Okay. So just right around that phone call, that 8:13 phone call, Matt texts you, correct?
Yes.
Same content we heard in the phone call, put some cardboard down.
Yes.
All right, okay. You go to your response, the next page. Keep going.
Okay, I'll get some ready.
All right, and then what's your next message to him?
I sent him the gate code
At what time was that?
at 8:59,
Okay. And why did you send him the gate code?
so he could make his way into the gated community because my mother lives in a gated community.
Could he have gotten in without that gate code?
Yes, instantaneously, probably not. He would have to wait for another car to follow in.
And trail him in?
Yeah.
Okay. And then one more, slow down one more page, please. And what's that, a picture of?
That's a picture of the front of the house with the cardboard in front of it.
Okay, what time do you send him that?
9:05.
Thank you. Okay, we can pull that down. Okay, so now we're 9:05. You're back downstairs from putting the kids to bed after giving them a bath, roughly at 9 o'clock time frame. Did you talk about anything with Kevin?
No, I did not. I don't believe so.
Did you see him?
I think he was on his laptop watching a movie.
Okay. What about your mom? Did you talk to your mom anymore?
I spoke with her before that, when we were getting things ready.
Objection, non-responsive.
She's answering. She said I spoke to her when we were getting things ready.
The question was, Your Honor, was after she laid the cardboard, you had a conversation.
That's really a yes or no, and then a follow-up is what would be. So let's go that direction. I think Ms.
Ask a follow-up.
After the cardboard was laid, did you talk to your mom anymore?
Yes, but I don't recall what it was about.
Okay. And did you, what steps did you take next between then and 10 o'clock?
I was just upstairs, just scrolling on my phone.
Okay. What did you observe next?
At 10 o'clock when he pulled up.
Whatever you remember next.
At 10 o'clock when he pulled up. And then I just remember I'm 99% sure that he rang the bell. Nobody answered the door. Sorry. He came inside. I don't know what happened. And then I heard the gunshots. I heard Matt say, ow, ow. And then I heard my mom and my brother talking about putting the knife in his hand. Kevin telling my mom to be careful because he could still be alive. I remember my mom coming upstairs and she said, don't come downstairs. I said, is he gone? She said, yes. I said, you need to call 911. That's when she went downstairs and called 911.
What do you remember next?
I was sitting upstairs. The cops came in probably about 1 to 2 minutes later. After my mom went downstairs, it was really fast. They escorted my mom and my brother out, and then they called up to me to make myself known. I made myself known, and I said my kids are upstairs sleeping. I came around the corner to the stairs and I saw it. And I saw Matt at the bottom of the stairs, and I was escorted out.
Did you see Matt's body at the bottom of the stairs?
I did.
I'm sorry, you said you did?
I did, yes.
Did you observe a knife in his hand?
I believe there was a knife in his hand. I don't know if the cops had taken it out at that point. That moment was very traumatizing. I remember when I saw him, I wanted to fall to the ground screaming, but I knew that if I did that, I ran the risk of being shot myself, because the officers don't know what they're going into. They don't know who's armed. And so I just had to walk out.
And from there, you interviewed with law enforcement, right?
I did.
What you're telling us today, is that what you told law enforcement?
No, it's not.
Had you had a conversation with your mom or Kevin? Well, let me do it one at a time. Had you had a conversation with your mom about what you'd tell police?
Yes.
And what were you supposed to tell police?
That Matt had arrived later than he had actually gotten there, that he came in angry, that he was just aggravated and mad when he came, and that he was mad on the phone.
Was Matt mad on the phone?
Not entirely. There was an instance where he was, I don't remember the restaurant, but he said that he was getting irritated at one of the workers, that they were being rude to another customer.
But not mad at you?
Not mad at me, no.
Did you hear an argument downstairs before the gunshots?
No, I did not.
Did you hear any exchange before the gunshots?
No, I did not.
Based on the layout of the house, would you expect to have heard conversation if it had occurred?
Yes, I was sitting up right on the top of the stairs, like on that on a landing. So I did hear everything, and I did not hear an argument.
Or any conversation at all?
I did hear the conversation of them putting the knife in his hand.
Okay, sorry, before the shooting.
No, I did not hear any conversation or argument.
Do you know, you said you had a conversation with your mom previously about shooting Matt and putting a knife in his hand, correct?
Yes, I did.
Prior to the day of it happening?
Yes, I did.
And I believe your testimony was that it would occur usually on the lawn.
Yeah, on the lawn. There was other conversations that were had inside the house where she showed me the knife that she had, that she wanted to put in his hand.
Tell me about that.
That knife was, she got that knife from Amy's house. It was her husband's, Amy's husband's knife that he'd gotten from, I'm not 100% sure where, but it was his knife. He was deceased at the time, so she had taken it. I believe she had gotten it on one of the trips that she came out. I think it was either in April or May.
Okay. And when you say you came out to Amy's house?
My mother went out to Amy's house. I did go to Amy's house. I never saw the knife at Amy's house. The only time I ever saw the knife was at my mom's house.
Does Amy also live in California?
Amy is deceased, and
Did live in California.
she did live in California. She lived in Ramona.
Where did that conversation about the knife occur?
In the doorway to the laundry room.
If we could show the witness State's Exhibit 21, please.
Any objection?
Is that the laundry room that we're talking about?
Yes.
Is that an accurate reflection of what it looked like?
Yes.
State would move to admit Exhibit 21.
There's been no objections.
And move to publish, please.
Some powerful testimony.
Is this the laundry room where you had that conversation?
Yes, in the doorway.
This is the laundry room where your mom showed you the knife?
Yes.
Could you please describe where it was?
She had it on top of the dryer, which is the appliance on the right, in that darker wicker basket.
Okay, was there anything else of note about having it in the wicker basket?
It was wrapped in a glove.
And what if anything else did she say to you in that conversation?
She said that she had wiped it down and that she was going to put it in Matt's hand after he was shot.
Do you remember when this conversation was in relation to the day of the shooting?
2 or 3 days prior.
Okay. We can take that down and please show the witness States 22. You recognize that?
I do.
Is that an accurate representation of the knife you were shown?
Yes.
Say move to admit Exhibit 22.
Any objection?
And move to publish.
Judge, can we publish?
Is that the knife that you were shown?
Yes, it was.
Okay, go ahead and take that down. After the shooting, did you go to the police station?
I did.
Did you provide an interview to the police?
I did.
Did you tell them the truth?
No, I did not.
Was your phone seized from you at that time?
It was.
But then were you released, allowed to leave?
Yes, I was.
Did you and your mom talk about what happened after that?
Not at first, but as the day progressed, yeah, we did.
And what did she say?
She told me to stick to the story of self-defense, to not tell anybody anything.
After losing your phone, did you have to get a Google Voice number?
I've had a Google Voice number.
She has a burger.
So I did have that number. I did get another phone from Walmart.
But did you start using the Google Voice number?
I did. Oh, on the iPad, yes.
Okay, State would move to, or if we could show the witness Exhibit 23, please.
You said 23?
Yes. You recognize that?
I do.
Did it appear to be an accurate conversation between you and your mother the day after from your Google Voice number?
It does.
Okay, permission or move to admit, States 23.
Any objection? No, Your Honor. Thank you, so admitted.
And publish, please. That second line at 7:13, sorry, 6 p.m. on 7:13. Would you please read that message from Tracey?
Do not talk with Diane about anything that happened. It can be used against Kevin, so don't tell what happened.
And the next one, please.
Just say it was a blur or you don't want to talk about it right then or whenever.
Thank you. We can pull that down. When did the plan, in your mind, change from divorce to murder?
I think about a week after I had been out there. A week after being out in Utah.
Okay, so you started talking about it then?
Yes.
Were you still trying to pursue divorce?
I knew that divorce wasn't going to be... I felt that divorce wasn't going to be a good option for me if I wanted to stay in Utah, if I wanted to divorce him.
Okay, so when you said that you started talking with your mom about it a week and a half before the murder, so like early July, you had started thinking about it before then?
Yes.
Okay, by yourself or with somebody else?
With my mother.
Okay, tell me about that. What was that conversation like? And what do you remember?
She had said it like a joke. Oh, we can get him to come out here and we could just murder him and kill him and make it look like self-defense. So it originally started more as a joke than it was a solid plan, but it was still talked about.
Okay, but when did it change from a joke to what you knew was happening?
About a week and a half beforehand, when I realized that a divorce with him would be messy and I would run the risk of losing my children.
Okay. Did you ever have any second thoughts about this?
Absolutely.
Before he was murdered?
Yes.
Did you ever express those thoughts?
I did.
When?
It was after my mom had come back from sushi with Kevin. I was standing at the top of the stairs. I looked her in the eyes and I said, Mom, I don't want to do this anymore. She looked me back in the eyes and said, I don't care, I'm doing it anyway. In that moment I realized I should have done more to stop it. I should have done so much.
Mom's suddenly
That's why I'm
shaking her head.
here, telling the truth, because I want no amount of justice will ever bring him back.
I want to circle back to...
Turns out divorce was the answer.
Your conversations with Kevin. You talked today about going in his room the morning of the 12th and saying he's going to drive out and being teary-eyed.
Yes.
And you talked about having a meeting with him and the mom after lunch, after the sushi lunch, right?
Yes.
Prior to those two, had you talked to him about this?
Just lightly in passing, like he was out on the lawn with us when we were talking about how it would go down and how it would be self-defense and that he would be there to protect me.
You engaged in through your attorney, a negotiation with the state, correct?
Correct.
And is it fair to say that you didn't share that information with the state at the time?
No, I didn't remember everything, and I guess I was trying to protect Kevin more so and realizing that I can't protect Kevin.
Okay.
I want to tell 100% the truth.
Is there anything else?
Even if it gets me more time, that I wasn't 100% truthful, I want to be truthful now.
Okay. Is there anything else that you need?
Your Honor, I think I need to request for a foundation. I'm lost at time frame on what these answers are coming from.
I was getting a little confused too. Why don't you back it up and take that
There's a little objection there.
Okay. How far back? Just Kevin's involvement?
Well, her questions from way before to way after, and now I don't know what time frame she's even referring to. I think the question was, may we... Yes.
Okay, they're going to approach real quick. Cue the white noise. How's the believability factor for this defendant? State's witness in custody pled guilty for her role in this. testifying now against your mom. You can see the inmate designation on the back of her shirt there. She just wants justice. She was a key role in this. She's the only one who could have talked him into coming to Utah from California. She's downplaying her involvement, but she's telling the truth about mom. I'm not sure if she's downplaying her involvement, unless it's her desire not to follow through. Apparently, the mom disagrees with that.
So when you said, when I had asked you, did you tell us this information about Kevin before? You said, no, I didn't remember.
Correct.
Okay. When did you not remember the aspects that involved Kevin?
Say that one more time.
Actually, a better way to ask it would be, when did you remember those aspects that involved Kevin?
Just after going to being in jail and sitting and just racking my brain on what happened.
You've referenced this before. You used to smoke a lot of marijuana.
Yes,
right?
sir.
Are you clean in jail or in
Yes,
prison?
I am.
Sorry,
Yes,
let me ask
I
that
am.
again. Are you clean in prison?
Yes, I am.
Okay. Has that helped your thinking?
I believe so. It's helped a lot.
1 second, Your Honor.
Thank you.
We might be on, should be in local court time. I can do it next time. We might be on cross-examination here. It's 4:30, 2:30 in Utah. Never seen a bailiff quite so
One
close
piece
to a
of
witness
cleanup,
before.
and then I'll pass the witness. You could please show the witness Exhibit 27. You recognize that?
I do.
Is that the family, the 250 that we heard reference to?
Yes, it is.
State would move to admit, State's Exhibit 27.
Sounds like a Ford F-250 truck is what I'm guessing here.
With that, I'll pass the witness.
Trace bar across.
Oh, it's gone. I can't get to see
We
it.
can take a break, Your Honor. All right, let's take about a 10-15 minute break, ladies and gentlemen.
All rise for the jury.
Well, cross-examination. They get to start questioning this. This is somebody they have to attack. This is something the defense cannot just let slide. This is condemning, very damning evidence from somebody on the inside with inside knowledge about the defendant. I think we are going to count those audio interruptions.
Please be
Red pen.
seated. Nothing from the state on the record, am I correct?
Correct.
Looks like Mr. Facebar has stepped out. So let's just take about a 10-15 minute recess. Thank you.
There's the defendant.
We're in recess.
Let's go to recess. We're supposed to look up at the seal here in just a second. All right, a quick summary of where we are. We're on day one of the Tracey. Hang on 1 second. I thought I had my full summary ready to go. Okay, there we go. We're on day one of the Tracey Grist trial. This is in Utah. Tracey, the defendant you see there on the screen, who's now panning off, she is the mom in the family. And the daughter, Catherine, the daughter married a man with the last name of Restelli. So the daughter is Catherine Restelli. Catherine's brother is Kevin. Kevin shot Matthew Restelli. That was Catherine's husband. I'm making a mess of this. The mom sort of orchestrated and planned this. This was all done at her house. And this was because the daughter didn't like being married to him anymore, didn't like having kids with him, didn't like, the whole marriage thing. Wanted to stay in Utah with the kids, but couldn't because if divorced, she'd have to be close by and there would be a parenting agreement and everything else. And there was no way for her to stay in Utah with the kids and not be, and not, have Kevin in her life anymore. And so the mom basically said, we'll take care of this. And between her and Kevin did some planning, as well as with Catherine, and orchestrated this whole idea that we would trick him into coming to Utah to pick up his family to take them back to California. And that's why the whole, I can't rent a car because I've got a debit card, license from out of state. You're going to have to drive up here. She could have rented a car. She could have figured it out, but she didn't do that. She tricked him into thinking he had to drive up there. He drove the truck all the way up and showed up at Mom's house. She's like, just come on in. Just walk right in. The door's unlocked. Mom's not going to do anything. She's going to stay away. You two don't get along. She's going to be sweet as can be. Everything's fine. Just walk in. Kevin was waiting with a loaded gun on the other side of the door when Matt showed up. And Matt shows up and Kevin shot him. It's crazy. It's crazy. Knowing what we know about the plan and hearing the phone calls between Catherine and Matt, as he's just hours away from being killed, and his kids are on the phone. She's like, hey, you want to talk to your daddy? Knowing it would be their last time. Just casually just mentioning, hey, you want to talk to Dad? No? Okay. Oh, my goodness. It's cold. It's cold and calculated. The testimony made our drive to the lake go fast. Red, did you count the couple audio interruptions? We're getting them from the Zoom is what you're hearing, those beeps. I think we have 2 or 3 more. Utah is so murdery. They're just all coming to trial at the same time. Every state has. I think Utah actually is lower on the crime rate than the national average. They're on the bottom end. We're trying to help the average, not hurt it. Can't forget she gave the kids gummies, help them sleep. Yeah, melatonin gummies. Did they say he broke in? That was going to be the story. But the text messages and the phone calls that she recorded, oh my goodness, why did she record and save all the evidence? Did she really just have no clue? Let's see. Mom and the daughter look the same age. Came back to RA and got interested in this trial. Little Lulu, welcome back. This is a crazy, crazy trial. Heather says to Phil, as someone who lives in Utah, I agree. I feel like I need to show proof of life for my husband regularly. Utah and Florida, we're loving the access that Utah's giving now. Their courts are really opening up. Utah seems to be pretty open on streaming court. It's the trend right now. It's trended in the right direction for trials, for access. Utah gives court live stream access better than some states. Yeah, but it wasn't always that way. Remember in the Gwyneth Paltrow civil suit with the ski trial? We covered that one here. That was out of Park City as well, same as Corey Richards. But it was a civil suit. That was the first time ever in Utah that a civil case had been allowed to be televised. So that was, that's a new trend. And I think it did a lot to open the doors, not just for civil trials, but for criminal trials as well. Utah wife is the new Florida man. Let's see.
Remember in the beginning when we started 110 years ago?
The FedEx trial is a very difficult one, Virginia. That's a tough one. We chose not to follow it because of that reason. It's just so, the facts are just, you're sobbing all day long. It's emotionally exhausting to listen to. Did this woman and her brother get life? I don't think so. I think it sounds like she might still be pending sentencing conditional upon her participation here. So she's got a plea deal. She'll be sentenced after this is over. So when they say 1 to 15 years, that's the range that she could get based on her plea deal. The brother got like what, 20 to life? Was that right? The Paltrow trials in our Recovery Addict playlist. Yes, it is. Had some great one-liners from that trial as well. Koberger was Idaho and Pennsylvania, if you count his home state. Corey Richens was Utah. Ruby Frankie was Utah. Tracey is actually, well, she's California. She came to Utah on vacation to commit murder. So, you know, giving Utah a bad rap, but she's a Californian. The Paltrow trial was great. It was 15 to life for the brother. Kevin got 20 to life. The trial gave us the cough counter. I can taste that one. Oh, that was bad. They're right next to each other, Laura. They share a border on the north side. Can't get past the drawings of the ski slopes in the Gwyneth trial. That expert was phenomenal. The stick figure ski drawings. Oh, that was so good. Was it laugh in the courtroom? No, that was in my front room. The kids are watching a video or something. Guess they didn't watch the Edelson trial. Little stubby. We're going to hear evidence that the mom in this trial, the defendant, Googled that family as part of her research in preparation for this. Cannot wait to get to that day. That's going to be interesting. Did you tell your chandelier story? I did not. Look, I can tell it now because we have a little bit of a break. If that's cool. Squirrel. It's completely unrelated to true crime. Yesterday, in the kitchen, and my wife has cleaned all of the chandeliers in our house, which is really cool because the house is built in 1915. So like electricity had just been invented, I guess. And we've got these old chandeliers that just needed a clean, and she's made them just look amazing. But in the kitchen, the center light bulb in the chandelier was like flickering, like a ghost or something, you know. And I made the ghost joke, and my wife didn't like that one. But I'm like, well, let me see if I can fix it. So I reached up there and I started to tighten the bulb, and it was in fact loose. So I started tightening it, and it goes pop, pop inside the chandelier. I'm like, huh, that's bad. So I turned the light off. I reached up there and I tightened it down, tightened it right down, you know, good and tight because it needed like almost a full spin, a full turn. Then I went back to the dimmer switch to turn it on. I turned it on, and the dimmer switch went pop, pop. I blew the dimmer switch. I don't know what I did in the chandelier, but apparently tightening down the light bulb was the wrong move because I now have tomorrow, or I guess tonight, a dimmer switch arrives from Amazon. I'm going to try to replace it and hope that I don't blow that one too. I don't know why our breaker didn't go, but it's an old house, so we just slowly fix things one at a time. All right. Chandelier needs new cables. I'm on 2-wire, like the bulb and wire, bare wires in our walls. That's what we have in this house. It's old. No grounds. Sounds like a breaker, but the breaker didn't trip. Should have. All right. Are we going to cover Letitia Stout retrial? Apple Snapple? Good to see you, first of all. That was a very hard trial. Like that's right up there with this current FedEx trial, and I don't think most of our audience would be up for that. It's just I think we'd definitely cover the sentencing because we've already sat through the trial once, but just hearing all that what happens again and again, and hearing all the lies and the stories that were told and all the people who tried to search and were trying to help and didn't know that they had a monster in their midst. I'm thinking no on the trial, yes on the sentencing, if that helps. Oh yeah, that trial had some tough audio. Even some of our callers had really bad audio in that one. Let's see. Yeah, well, I'm gonna check it. I've got the tools to check it and all, but it definitely popped in the dimmer switch because now the dimmer switch won't push in and out anymore. I won't click the switch, so it blew it inside the box. Ordered a new one. New to this case, what's the backstory? This is a family murder. It's a family affair. Mom, brother, daughter, all allegedly in a conspiracy to murder the daughter's husband, so the son-in-law. And they carried it out in the mom's house. The son was the shooter. The daughter pled guilty turned state's witnesses testifying right now against the mom. We just finished the direct testimony. We're going to cross next. The mom's pled not guilty and is fighting these charges, and it should be 2 to 3 weeks of very interesting evidence.
Bigger than you. It's bigger than me.
It's bigger than all of us.
It's bigger than all of us.
It's quite big. There's a bug, like a little fly bug in my studio. I think I might have got it. All right. Our plan is to watch this trial and then go to the Ohio.
Back in the record of the matter
Ohio
of State
for the next
versus Grist, case number 241101170. Mr. Facebar, Mr. Brown, can I see you up here for a second?
Little sidebar. Why is Letitia getting a new trial? Because
all the litigants, yeah, you can bring them out. I thought you meant the jury.
Because of structural error. Structural error where the judge should have dismissed one of the deliberating jurors and didn't. One of the jurors that deliberated was friends with. We need to not be zoomed in. Please don't get us kicked out. Please zoom out. We can read his lips. Anyway, there was structural error, and my wife is cracking up. She's loving this. Whatever they're watching. I'll have to watch it later. And so she gets a new trial. It has nothing to do with whether there's enough evidence to convict her or not. Letitia Stout gets a new trial because of that, as long as the state's appeal, isn't granted. All right. Yeah, family members with the DA. They will call in, hit the like. Polly Claire, we just barely, if you rewind like 2 minutes, I just gave the summary of what the case is about. Wasn't the son-in-law of the DA, something like that. It was a connection that was too close for comfort. Looks like prosecution and defense seem to be getting along quite well. You don't always have that the case. Judge is aware that the camera's looking right at him. He's at one point covered his mouth when he talked. I think it's just a scheduling issue right now. Vic Stefani, member for 26 months. OG. Hey, watching FedEx trial, another channel. We'll be back soon. Miss you guys. Good luck with that trial. That is a tough one, man. You've got to be tough to sit through some of that testimony. It hurts. It hits really hard. Do all the witnesses need to retestify for Letitia Stout retrial? I don't know. Some might be able to testify by deposition. I don't know if there's also. What happened to that one lady, the expert lady that was terrible? Is she still alive even?
There's nothing else, gentlemen. Thank you. Let's go back on the record. Well, we are back on the record. Let's bring the jury out now.
You will bring the jury. Don't go. Dr. Lewis, yes. I've been muting. She's rolling on the floor, I think, laughing out there. I've been muting when I'm not talking so you don't hear it so much. Did the defense and staff purposely not bring up the witness issue at the time? Seems sus. It doesn't matter. It was a structural error. They don't even have to preserve the record. They don't have to preserve their appeal. If found at any time that it exists, it's granted.
For the jury.
Mr. Facewear, the witness is yours.
Here goes cross-examination.
Apologize, Judge, I should have put this on first.
Let's see if they try to rip into her and discredit her somehow.
Is it working? Yeah, it's working. Catherine, my name is Dana Facemeyer, and we've never met before. Is that right?
Correct.
Soft approach.
But I've always known you as Kate because everyone seems to call you Kate.
Correct.
Is it okay if I call you Kate?
Yes.
I'll do that.
Wow. First name basis.
Kate, the very last question asked of you today by prosecution. Sorry, just getting my stuff together. It was about marijuana. I'll be honest, I did not think that would be the last question asked you. I was surprised. And you said you use marijuana, or you had used marijuana. Is that right?
Yes.
And you've now been incarcerated. You're wearing a prison uniform, correct?
Yes.
And so I assume you've been clean off controlled substances for some time.
Yes, I just received my 18-month chip.
18 months. That means you've been incarcerated 18 months.
Yes.
And congratulations. Being clean is being happy.
Yes, it is.
Yeah. Do you feel that you've had any disabling effects from your marijuana use?
I believe so.
What are some of those effects you've experienced?
I'm just not myself. I don't think clearly. You're almost in a, for lack of a better word, psychosis.
Yeah. You're aware of marijuana psychosis then, right?
Yes, I am.
Yeah, the National Institute of Drug Abuse refers to marijuana as being a substance, a cannabinoid, as causing psychosis. You're aware of that?
Yes.
What other symptoms do you think have you experienced due to your marijuana use?
I'm not 100% sure.
Lack of memory?
Yes, lack of memory, slowed reaction.
And today, the problem we have with this case is we're asking for you to have great memory, aren't we?
Yeah, and I've never had great memory.
Yeah.
So.
And so that's hard. And it's not anyone's fault except really your own that you decided to be a chronic marijuana user. Is that right?
I would disagree. I've had a lot of childhood trauma, and I don't remember a lot of my childhood. And I did not start smoking marijuana until I was 17.
17. So this picture is right near you. I think this is Exhibit 1. Is that right?
Yeah.
This picture, Exhibit 1, is your family tree in a large sense. Is that right?
Yes.
And left out of this picture is your father or other fathers, except for Matt. Is that right?
Other fathers.
But you did state in your testimony that you were visited in Temecula by Terrell and your father.
He was in the car with her.
Yeah.
At the time, I didn't really have a good relationship with him, so it was...
At the time you did not?
Yes.
Okay.
So it was just more or less an in passing kind of thing.
Okay.
I didn't really have much of a conversation with him that day.
How old are you today?
How old am I?
Yeah.
I'm 38.
38. And so you were first incarcerated when you were 36?
Yes, I believe so.
36?
October 29th of 2024.
So if I go 18 plus 18, that's 36, right?
Okay.
And so half of your year, or half of your life, has been being a chronic marijuana user. Is that right?
Sounds about right.
You also talked about that you had a trailer on your property in Temecula that was your smoking trailer, I guess. Was there a different name for it?
I called it my smoking camper because it was a little sliding camper that you put. It actually went in the back of, it fit in the back of the truck that we owned. So it was a little camper. It didn't have wheels.
But was this your place?
I shared it with my husband, but he had gotten it for me.
Yeah. And was he a marijuana smoker as well?
Yes, he was.
And was he a drinker as well?
Yes, he was.
Were you a drinker?
Not as heavily as he was. I quit smoking. I quit drinking about, I want to say January of 2024.
Okay.
20, is that what it is? Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So with this marijuana use, the purpose of the marijuana use, I would imagine, would be to have, to get high, right? That's one purpose.
Yes.
And did you have any other purposes for your marijuana use?
I liked it to suppress my appetite.
Lemon
And I enjoyed the actual recreational of the smoking.
Yeah. And
suppress your appetite?
Through 18 years of it, you and Matt joined in that marijuana partying kind of experience, or smoking kind of experience, right?
Correct.
And in California, there came a point in time where it was legal recreationally, right?
Yes, it's been legal recreationally for a long time in California.
Well, that's where it ended. It ended with marijuana, so I thought we'd at least talk about that, where it ended. So thank you.
Okay.
In your family tree here, we have Tara Lynn, whose name is Fisher, but that's not her last name, is it?
That's spelt incorrectly, but yes, that is her last name. Fischer.
Thank you. But Tara Lynn's maiden name is what?
Ellis.
Ellis. And then there's Kevin Ellis.
Yes.
And then there's Catherine. Are you an Ellis?
Yes, I am.
And then there's Tim Ellis, right?
Yes.
And all four of these kids are Tracey's children, right?
Correct. All 7 of those are her children.
I understand. But all 4 of them have from the Ellis line of family. Is that right?
Yes.
And then we have Rachel Jorgensen, but that's her married name, right?
Correct.
What's Rachel's last name?
Trujillo is her maiden name.
Okay. And then we have Jacob Trujillo, right?
Correct.
So that's a different father, Rachel and Jacob, for the other 4 children. Is that right?
Yes.
And then we have, I'm just going to call her Rory. Everyone else calls her Rory, and I used to live in Aurora, Illinois, but I'm going to call her Rory, if that's okay.
I call her Ari, but yes, call
Ari?
her Rory.
Okay. And Ari France.
Yes.
Is that a different father than the Trujillos?
Yes.
Okay. So we have Mom, Tracey, my client, your mother, and she has three groups of children from 3 different men, right?
Correct.
So can I ask, how did Tracey end her relationship with Mr. Ellis?
I was 9, so I'm not 100% sure. I'm pretty sure there was infidelity.
Did she kill him?
No.
Did she divorce him?
She did.
And where did that divorce take place?
California.
California. And then we have Mr. Trujillo, right?
Yes.
And how did Tracey end the Trujillo relationship?
How was it?
How did it end?
It ended in divorce.
In divorce. And then the Franz, how did the Franz relationship end?
In a divorce.
Now, where did the Ellis divorce take place? Do you know? Did it take place in Utah?
No, it took, I believe the only divorce that took place in Utah was the one that she had to Bruce Grist, the last name that she carries now. And that one took place in Utah. Every other one took place in California.
So all of these children portions took place in California?
Correct.
Okay. And it turned out okay, didn't it?
Sure.
I mean, the kids were with Mom, right?
Mm-hmm.
And,
yes.
And you had a life with 7? 1, 2, 3, 7? I mean, you were one of 7, right? And it was okay, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was okay.
And the life didn't come to an end because your mom got a divorce in California.
Correct.
And it didn't come to an end after the second divorce in California.
Correct.
In fact, you saw your mom doing some pretty good things during your life. And I don't mean things like creating Google or Apple.com, but she did some pretty good things while living in the Temecula area as a divorced woman. Is that right?
Sure.
She had a job?
I believe it was all under the table, and what she did for a job is up for question.
She had a job? Do you remember that question?
Whoa.
That's a yes or no.
No, I don't remember her having a real job.
So she never worked, to your understanding, during the time that she had the kids, the 7 kids.
Yes, she worked.
Okay, thank you. That wasn't a trick question. I was just trying to give you a question.
A little bit of
And I guess the question is, and this whole question that everybody in this case is asking is, why was it necessary to go from I can't get a divorce and I'm going to lose my kids when you have a prime example right here, of someone who got a divorce and didn't lose their kids and didn't kill anyone to get it to happen? So why do you think the reason is that you chose to be a murderer?
I don't think that's a fair question. It was planned by my mother.
I see. Do you remember when you were arrested on this case?
The nice guy was just
and
the
when
setup.
approximately was that?
October 29th. I was picking up my daughter from school.
Thank you once.
I knew they'd have to attack this one when he opened with the kind, let me call you Kate opening. I'm like, whoa.
Okay. So,
Kate.
Is there a reason why you felt murder was the more appropriate end of your relationship with Matt than divorce?
Because my mom posed it as the best idea.
Do you remember saying here in court today that the reason you did is because you didn't want to lose your children?
It was one of the reasons why, yes.
Why would you think you'd lose your children?
Because he would take them away from me.
Why would he take them away from you? Is he a better parent than you?
No, but he would. I feel like he would say what he needed to say to get me to look like an unfit mother.
Are you an unfit mother?
I don't feel I am.
Okay. Are there any examples in your possible divorce world where you could have shown that you are not an unfit mother? That you cared for your children?
Yes.
That you fed your children?
Yes.
That you provided for your children?
Yes.
That Matt was somewhat aggressive with the children?
It's a possibility.
Well, is that or not that you could have provided that information?
I have no police records of me calling the cops on him, but I have multiple voice recordings and videos, but they were recorded without his permission, so it's not something that I would be able to use in court.
Who told you that?
California?
Who told you that?
I don't know.
Did anyone tell you that?
I don't know.
You're just making it up?
I don't think I'm making it up. I think it's something that I've heard, like on Google.
On Google? Is Google your lawyer?
Soundbite.
Okay. So, in your opportunity to talk about divorce, you also have family members who have seen the aggressive behavior of Matt toward the children. Isn't that true?
Yes.
And who are those family members that have seen that?
I believe the only one who's actually hasn't seen it is Rory.
Yeah. So you have a bunch of witnesses you could have come and testify why you should be the custodial mom, right?
Sure.
And Matt should not be the custodial mom. Or, I'm sorry, the custodial father, right?
Yes.
Very similar to the example your mom has set, where your mom has been the custodial parent of the Ellis kids, right?
Yes.
And your mom was the custodial parent of the Trejo kids, right?
Correct.
And your mom was the custodial parent of the Franz child, right?
Yes.
You have an example on how that happens, right?
Yes.
Only funsies, thank you.
Why did you continually take recordings of yourself and Matt during arguments?
Because like I said prior, I have a terrible memory. And especially in traumatic experiences, I forget what's said. So I originally recorded them so I could replay them, so I could remember the terrible names that he called me, the crappy things that he accused me of.
Like what?
calling me a bitch, telling me that I was a cheater,
I'm sorry.
telling me...
Yeah. My question, like what was, you said of the things he accused me of. What did he accuse you of?
We don't need all the names.
Calling me a cheater, telling me that all my life choices are the reason why we are in poverty, telling me that the reason why our truck is breaking down is because I drive it.
Do you agree with him?
No, I don't.
Do you agree that your life choices of poverty are because of you?
No.
What is your thoughts on why you and Matt were having a life of poverty?
He was dealing with a tax issue, and he owed a substantial amount of money.
And
the
that's,
IRS.
and that's the reason for your poverty.
One of the reasons.
Is there any other reasons?
He didn't have a job. I didn't have a job.
He didn't work, did he?
No, he did not.
Did that help the family?
No, it did not.
How long did he not work?
I'm not 100% sure.
A lot?
More often than not.
Is there ever a time when his work was substantial or money was not as difficult a situation in your relationship with Matt?
Yeah, there was points where he had a substantial amount of money.
And what was the income vein during that time?
He was a hay broker.
A hay broker?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And any other crops?
He did dirt work. He ran a skip loader and a bobcat, and he did dirt work for many different people.
Landscaping, excavating styled work?
Yes.
And when did that stop?
In 2020.
And so from 2020 to 2024, he was not working much.
Correct.
Were you working much?
No, I was at home with my children.
So you were the caretaker of the children.
I was.
I need to organize myself just for a minute here, please. In relation to your family here, and I'm looking at your siblings and your mom, is there a person that you communicated with the most out of this group?
Carolyn.
And how often would you talk to Carolyn?
Every other day, if not daily.
So you had a lot of communication with Carolyn.
Yes.
Do you realize in the trial today, you testified that you spoke to your mom daily? Do you remember saying that?
I don't believe I said that I talked to her daily, but it was at least every other day. When she moved to Utah, when she's in 2020, being in Utah, she worked a lot of hours, and there was more often than not she was tired, and there was only certain points where we knew that we could catch her.
Who came up with the idea to move to Utah?
Bruce and my mother.
Yeah. Did Carolyn have any involvement with that?
I don't know.
With you, I mean.
Well, with me going to Utah?
Yeah. Did she have something to say about that?
Yeah, Carolyn agreed with it.
And was there ever a plan to get a storage unit and things of that nature? I mean, we've seen some text messages.
Yes, I had a storage unit.
And whose plan was it to get a storage unit?
I believe my mom and my sister came up with that.
Isn't it true that we have a text that says Tara Lynn came up with that idea to start?
I'm not sure of the text message, but
And that your mom sent you
possible.
And that your mom sent you a credit card to assist in that?
Not in the storage unit, but in the rental car.
And the storage unit was provided only a day or 2 days max before you left the state of California, right?
No, I had it for about 2 weeks before I left California.
Okay. And so were you filling it up gradually then?
Yes.
Through those 2 weeks?
Yes, I was acting as if I was donating things, taking things out in big black trash bags, acting as if I was selling things.
Council, can I see up here for a second, please?
Sidebar, judge calls it. The tactic, the nice that Matthew pointed out. By the way, Matthew, love having you here. Matthew taught me everything I know about law. Nice, and then mean until you get the answer you want. Then nice again. It's playing out again. And the snap is so instant. It's so immediate. It's crazy. Give Matthew Harris
So
a
as
follow
this
on
case
YouTube,
began this week,
Complete all the
your
quizzes,
statement
daily
is that
quizzes.
you wanted to have an opportunity to provide justice for your children, is why you're here today, right?
Yes.
Justice for Matt
Yes.
and for the truth.
Yes, and justice for his family, his friends, his community, my family, justice for everybody.
And that's why you're here to testify today.
Yes.
When did you start thinking about giving justice and truth a try?
I don't recall when I went to my attorney to ask for the plea deal.
Had you had an opportunity to review your case before you had talked to your attorney about that?
I don't believe I was given anything before the plea deal.
So
I can't recall.
So from October 29th, November, December, January, do you know what happened in January?
Yes, my brother's trial.
Your brother had a preliminary hearing. It wasn't
Yes.
a trial, it was a preliminary hearing.
Excuse me.
And at the preliminary hearing of 2025, the state put on evidence against your brother, isn't that right?
Yes.
And you were aware of that hearing, weren't you?
Yes, I was not a part of that hearing.
No, but you were aware of it. Is that correct?
Yes, I knew it was happening.
They put on exhibits very similar to the exhibits we have here. Were you aware of that?
I did not see any of the exhibits.
Were you ever told that by your lawyer?
I don't recall.
Did you ever know about, I don't know, the text messages?
I did not ever see the text messages until here in trial. I was given a transcript of Kevin's actual, I believe his preliminary, and I don't believe any of the text messages were read out loud.
So I'll try again. Did you know about the text messages?
That I sent?
Yeah.
Yeah, when I sent them, I knew about them.
And did you know that you were being arrested back in October 29, of 24, based upon these text messages?
I knew I was being arrested for the murder of my husband.
And did you know that the evidence they had was at least some of the text messages that you had sent?
I can assume, yes.
And some of the phone calls that you recorded?
Oh, absolutely.
And you knew the evidence against you?
Yes.
And you knew the evidence against you in November of 24, December of 24. You knew of the evidence against you certainly of January 24 because your brother spent 2 days at least in a trial setting similar like this where witnesses were called and exhibits were shown to the court. And he was found to have at least probable cause to commit the offenses. You knew that hearing took place, right?
Yes.
And then you went through February, March, April, May, and then sometime May and June is when you decided, I'm going to come forward and tell the truth.
Yes, because nobody else is going to.
Because no one else is going to. You realize today that you have satisfied your responsibility with the state of Utah, right?
If that's what they see fit, yes.
You realize today you're testifying and you're satisfying your responsibility to the state of Utah, the prosecution. You realize that today, correct?
Now that you say it out loud, yes.
Yeah. You're only responsible now to the state of Utah is to complete your time. You realize that, right?
I do now that you're saying it out loud.
Makes sense though, doesn't it?
Yes.
You testified in your brother's trial a couple
did.
months ago, correct?
I did.
You're testifying today, correct?
Yes.
And you're testifying telling them that you're going to tell the truth.
Yes.
And that was their request, right?
Yes.
And so as you're here today, good memory or bad memory, you're trying your best to tell the truth.
I am.
I'm a little confused as the case has gone on about some of the charges. You pled to murder, right?
Murder in the second degree.
In the second degree. Are you aware whether or not there is a murder in the second degree on the statutes of Utah?
I don't know. I just know it's a second degree felony.
On your case?
Yes.
Yes. Are you aware that in the statutes of Utah, there are no murders in the second degree? And only a plea deal that you got brought it to a second degree?
You saying it out loud? Yes.
You pled to conspiracy.
I did.
Was that an option? Well, in other words, were you able to just plead to murder?
No.
Did you have to plead to conspiracy?
I was originally charged with 5 different charges, and when they returned with my plea deal, those are the charges that they gave me the option of pleading
Murder?
guilty to or not guilty.
Murder, right? Conspiracy,
Yes.
right? And then criminal discharge of a firearm.
Yes, sir.
Now, that wasn't an original charge, was it?
No, it was not.
But in the end, they gave you criminal discharge of a firearm as a first-degree felony.
Yes.
First is worst in the state of Utah. Were you aware of that?
Yes.
First is worst. So your criminal discharge of a firearm was your worst first-degree felony. It's your only first-degree felony, right?
Yes.
And then you got murder reduced to a second-degree felony and conspiracy a second-degree felony.
Yes.
Did you ever ask to not plead to some of these charges?
I asked for a reduction. I spoke with my attorney, and I wanted the first-degree felony moved down to a second-degree felony, and I was told that was not an option.
Did you want the criminal discharge of a firearm reduced to a second-degree felony?
I did.
And that was not an option?
That's what I was told.
Are you aware that there's an officer going to testify in this trial to talk about the conspiracy between you, your brother, and your mother?
Yes, I believe his name is Detective Nordine.
Yes. Are you aware that Detective Nordine was of the opinion that the Apple AirTag placed in the truck had an original theory of murder during your Disney trip in February earlier that year?
I did not know that.
Yeah, he testified to that. Do you agree with him?
No, I do not. The Apple tag was not placed in the truck in the Disney trip. It was placed the day I left for Utah.
So there are certain things the officer might have testified to that you were able to clear up. Is that right?
I would hope so.
Is that a yes or a no?
Yes.
And indeed, the idea of the Apple AirTag was presented to you from who?
My older sister, Terralyn.
Yeah. And she told you I'd put an AirTag in the truck, right?
Correct.
And your testimony earlier today was that you wanted an AirTag in the truck because you wanted, hold on one moment. That you were fearful of Matt.
Yes.
And you wanted to see where he was going.
Yes.
Why'd you want to see where he was going?
Because I was genuinely fearful of him on whether or not he would come and hurt me and the kids.
Hurt you and the kids?
Yes. Yes.
What about if he was going to the bar? Is that one reason why you wanted to have an AirTag in his truck?
It was an added bonus, yes.
Okay.
It also caught him in a lie.
I'm sorry?
It also caught him in a lie, so I'm thankful I had the AirTag.
What kind of lie?
He lied to me and told me that the truck was towed, when in fact I knew that it was not.
And was this after you'd already come to Utah?
This is the day that I came to Utah.
Yeah. Now, when you say fearful of Matt, you've described that Matt has not been physically violent with you. Is that right?
He has punched me once, but that was years before we got married.
Great. When did you get married?
2016, November 2016.
Isn't it true you previously testified that he punched you early in your relationship?
Yes.
And your relationship began in 08?
Yes.
So is it fair to say in 08 is when you say that Matt punched you?
It was probably 2011.
So 3 years into the marriage, halfway.
I was into the relationship.
In the relationship. Okay.
We had a very off and on relationship. It was very toxic.
And is that the only time that Matt ever physically assaulted you?
Yes.
Yeah. He'd never physically assaulted you any other time, right?
No, not that I can recall.
And especially since the date of marriage to today, right?
Correct.
But you can't say the same for yourself, can you?
I'm sorry.
Did you ever physically assault him?
We had issues, yes. I got arrested for domestic violence.
You got arrested for domestic violence.
I did.
And why do you think Matt would now all of a sudden be violent against you, I don't know, 18 years later? Well, like 2011, you said, was when the assault allegedly occurred when he punched you?
Yes.
Okay, so that's 21, that's 10, 5, 15 years later. Why do you think all of a sudden Matt would become violent?
Because he was very verbally abusive. He would scream in my face.
Did you ever scream in his face?
Not as bad as he would scream in mine, but yes.
Yeah, indeed, you have videos of you and he screaming at each other, right?
Yes.
And do you remember the video about the wet tortillas?
Sure, yeah.
And you videoed a video between you and him arguing with each other. You remember that?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Wet
and you did it subversively at first, didn't you? He didn't know you were videoing him in the beginning of that video, did he?
No, and that's why I can't use a lot of it as ammo against him.
Why?
Why? Because it wasn't recorded without, it was recorded without his knowledge.
California is an all parties consent state.
I don't know.
Me neither. I mean, I'm a lawyer and I don't know what you're saying.
Okay.
So you had a video of you and him
There's another soundbite.
arguing in front of each other, right?
Mm-hmm.
About a wet
Yes.
tortilla on his dinner.
Yes.
Being basically abusive to each other, weren't you?
Sure.
According to your definition of abuse, yelling and being verbally abusive. That's what you have defined as abusive, correct?
Yes.
And do you remember who else was in the room during that video?
My children.
Yeah. So you videotaped your children and you and your husband being physically abusive to him. How long did that video last? You remember?
No, I don't.
More than a minute?
I don't remember.
More than 5 minutes?
I don't remember.
Do you remember sending it to your sister?
I do.
Why do you send it to your sister? Why do you send a video?
You can see. So
Let me ask my question first. I'm
Sure.
sorry. I'll retract and restate. Why did you send a video to your sister showing you and your husband verbally abusing each other while your children are crying over wet tortillas? Why would you send that out to people?
I don't believe they were crying over wet tortillas. I believe my husband was the only one crying over wet tortillas.
Were your children crying?
I don't recall the video. I haven't seen it in over a year and a half.
Well, maybe we'll play it. Do you remember him finding out you were videoing him?
In the video that you're speaking of?
Yes.
Yes, he told me, I believe he told me to
Quit
shut it
videoing.
off and delete it.
Yeah, he wanted you to delete these abusive moments in your relationship.
Absolutely.
Did you marry Matt because you loved him?
I thought I did, yeah.
Do you now, thinking back, think you didn't?
I think it was a very toxic relationship, and I think that we should have walked away years prior.
Did you begin your relationship of living together because you loved him?
I guess.
It's not
I
a trick
wasn't
question.
pregnant. I wasn't pregnant. That's not the reason why we shacked up.
And did you continue being with each other because you loved each other?
Is that a legal term?
To the best of your knowledge.
Yes.
And did you get married because you loved each other to the best of your knowledge?
We got married because I said I would not have children with him unless we were married.
Did you have children because you loved each other?
Sure.
Is that hard to say?
I don't know how much I actually loved him.
You know those phone calls we heard earlier today between you and Matt on his drive up here?
Yes.
Did you have moments where you're thinking you loved him?
I had moments where I was thinking that I was going to regret taking somebody else's life.
That's the only thing you thought of.
He was a good person in some points. We had good and bad in our relationship.
Do you remember my question?
I wish. No, repeat
My
it.
question was, when you called him on his drive up here, did you have moments when you called him because you loved him?
I don't recall.
Whoa.
Did you call him on the drive up?
Yes, I did.
Were you forced to do that?
No, I was not forced.
Did you do it of your own volition?
Yes.
But there are a lot of things that happened between your relationship that caused real deep hurt, right?
Yes.
Including an affair, right?
Yes.
And you said to us in the court here today that you were never truthful about it.
Correct.
What does that mean?
He never knew it actually happened.
He never knew, or he never suspected, or you never told him?
He never knew. There's no way that he would know. No one ever told him. But he suspected that I had an affair on him.
He had questioned you
Yes,
about
he did.
it,
Yes, he did.
and you lied?
Yes, I did.
Do you recall a conversation that you had with Tracey regarding Kevin and his willingness to kill Matt?
I don't know if it was willingness to kill him, but I know that she had posed a situation to him.
Were you there?
No, I was not,
Then how do you know?
because she texted me about it.
She said Kevin's willing to kill Matt.
She said Kevin's feeling suicidal, and I told him, she being I, that she told him that if he was going to do it, go off Matt first, and then he can finish himself off.
Let's talk about Kevin for a moment.
Goodness.
Do you know how long Kevin had been living with Tracey up to the time you came to Utah?
I believe 3 years.
3 years.
I believe 3 years. I could be mistaken.
And what was the impetus of Kevin moving in with his mom?
He got a restraining order and broken up with. Had a restraining order put on him, and he had moved from Chicago
to
Utah.
So he was in Chicago, and he went to Utah because he had broken up with a girlfriend.
Yes, I believe it was his fiance.
And when he came to Utah, was he depressed?
I wasn't there when he got there. I was not around, nor did I text him, but I can assume.
Were you told he was depressed?
My mother might have told me that he was depressed.
Might have. Does that mean you don't recall?
Correct.
So you don't recall your mom saying that Kevin was depressed?
When he first got out there, I don't remember whether or not she said he was depressed. I do remember her saying that she had to talk him off the ledge a couple years later.
A couple years later. Was this before the Disney trip?
I believe it was after the Disney trip.
So many years later, after the Disney trip, he was depressed. Or not many years.
It was a couple.
Many years
2
after he came to Utah, he was depressed.
So if he was only in Utah for 3 years, and then a year later, 2 years later.
Isn't it true that actually Kevin suffered through depression well before the Disney trip, and the Disney trip he was just fine and had a great time?
I didn't spend much time with him on the actual Disney trip. We saw each other in passing. I believe he would be fine, but who's not going to be fine when they're at Disneyland?
So is that a yes or a no?
I hate standing in line.
Yes, he was fine at Disneyland.
Thanks. And isn't it true that his depression was many months before Disney? And isn't that true?
I believe that he had depression mostly throughout his life.
And were you aware that he was in some therapy or counseling about depression?
No, I was not aware of that.
Were you aware that his mom actually got him some assistance to deal with the depression he was dealing with?
No, I was not aware of that.
Is this the first time you're hearing of it?
Yes.
So the Disney trip took place in what time, do you recall?
February of 2024.
And what caused the hardship between you and Matt in relation to the Disney trip?
His drinking was the start of it, and he was rough with the children. He got mad that they had spilt goldfish crackers on the bed. My sister had brushed it off the bed.
Now, was this at Disney?
Yes, this is in the Disneyland Hotel.
So I'm going to pause because that wasn't my question. I think that's my error. I didn't properly state it. Are you familiar with the time in which you said, at this point, I don't know if Matt will be going to Disney?
Correct.
That's the event I'm referring to,
Okay.
so I apologize about that. That's exhibit number 28, page 3. Looks like
Little impeachment here.
looks like it occurred on January 13th, 2024.
Okay.
What precipitated Matt not going to Disney in January of 2024?
I believe it was just one of our arguments. It probably had something to do with the truck. It probably had something to do with me, quote unquote, having an affair.
Was he right?
No, because the affair was a one-night stand.
Was it close in time to January or December?
No.
What?
So he had suspicion.
Those
and
don't
so
count?
You're just continually bickering and battling with one another, I guess. Is that?
Yes.
Now, Disney didn't just come together in a weekend, did it?
No, it did not.
Indeed, this was a big Disney trip, wasn't it?
Yes, it was.
This is a Disney trip that had you there, right?
Yes.
Matt?
Yes.
Cheyenne and Steele?
Yes.
Did Lucas go?
No, he did not.
Okay, Cheyenne and Steele. And then Tara Lynn, right?
Yes.
Her husband, Dan?
David?
David. Their children?
Yes.
And then Kevin?
Yes.
And Rachel?
Yes.
Tim?
Yes.
Everybody, right?
Yes, even a few you're missing.
Yeah. How many total, do you remember?
18.
I know you love Disney because I've read testimony before. You do love Disney, right?
I do.
Happiest place on earth, right?
Yes, it is.
Yeah. And so this experience was quite grand for the family, wasn't it?
Yes, it was.
And how many days were you guys in California doing that?
I lived in California.
I know.
But my family had come in for, I believe, 4, maybe 5 days, but we attended the parks for 3 days.
That's awesome. And in Utah, we say going to California, but when you're there, you just, do a day trip, right?
Yeah.
Here it's different. So how long did you think this planning for the Disney trip took?
At least a year, I believe.
So it was a plan for, you went in, was it February of 2024? Does that sound right?
Yes.
You went in February 24, and you're going back to like February of 2023 to begin the plan of Disney, right?
I believe so. My mother is the one who did most of the planning.
Yeah, but that's pretty close, isn't it?
I believe so.
Yeah, you guys didn't just stay at the hotel across the street, did you?
No, but it's a pretty good place to stay.
It is, yeah. But you stayed in the Grand California, is that right? Where'd you stay when you
No,
were at
we
Disney?
stayed in the Disneyland Hotel.
In the Disneyland Hotel,
Yeah.
on site, right?
Yes.
And then you
in
also
the Disney bubble.
in the awesome. And you also did an Airbnb time, is that right?
They did, yes.
Yeah. And so this was an event planned for a significant amount of time, right?
Yes.
And for you to send a text on January 13th to say, I don't know if Matt will be going, that was a big deal, wasn't it?
It could have been, yes. he would have just been upset that he was not included.
Yeah. Would you say that this was the beginning of the real deterioration of your marriage around that time? Or was it before that?
I would say it started in June of 2023.
And once again,
wow.
Strike that.
This is day one of trial. This is witness one, day one. And it's gone off the rails about 100 times. I cannot believe, with good audio.
And so was your understanding at the beginning of this Disneyland adventure that all of these family members would be going?
Yes, plus some.
Plus some. And so Kevin would be going?
Yes.
And it was, now I'll go to the question that you and I mistook. There was an experience at Disneyland where one of your siblings told you about Matt's bad behavior. Is that
Correct.
right? What happened?
My children it was Cheyenne, Steele, and Terrelyn's 2 children, and they were hanging out in our room, Matt's and my children's room. And my kids spilt goldfish on the bed, and he was upset. And my sister said, "Oh, man, it's no big deal," paraphrasing. And she brushed off the crackers onto the floor. And he proceeded to get very upset. And instead of confronting my sister about it, he took my children into the bathroom. And my sister said she heard spanking and my children crying.
Who in your family became aware of this?
As far as I know, it was Terrelyn. I believe her husband. I don't know who else became aware of it. I believe Rachel. I don't know how.
Your mom?
I believe so.
Kevin?
I'm not sure.
Tim?
I'm not sure.
Did Rory know?
I'm not sure.
Where were you when this happened?
In the park?
In the park, and they were in the hotel?
Yes.
Too many crumbs. I'm cleaning my desk as we
And
speak.
did Terrelyn express fear for herself?
I don't think she had fear for herself. No.
What did she express a fear for anybody in particular?
My children.
And what'd she say?
She just didn't like how Matt was treating them.
She thought he was being abusive?
Yes.
Did she use that word?
I don't recall.
Have any of your siblings or spouses been fearful of Matt?
I'm going to
Yes.
object. This calls for speculation.
That's speculation. I'm going to instruct the jury to disregard that answer.
Any of your siblings or spouses expressed to you their fear of Matt?
I'm going to object. It calls for hearsay.
I think that's hearsay, too.
I
Sustained.
didn't ask for what they said. I just asked if they
Yeah,
expressed.
it calls for hearsay, though.
It's a yes or no, Your Honor.
Hearsay is contained in the answer.
But you have the answer, though. It's exactly the exact same thing. I'm going to sustain the objection.
Good call, Judge. Quiet, but good call.
You described an incident where Matt shot a bobcat.
Yes.
Did Matt share that experience with other members of your family, like your siblings or their spouses?
I believe so.
And what do you recall from that?
I was not in those conversations, so I don't know.
You never heard it?
Not him telling this story.
Did they ever tell you about hearing about that story?
Not directly, no.
How about indirectly?
Through the grapevine, sure.
Through what grapevine?
My sister telling me that her husband was...
Again, Your Honor, I'm going to object to hearsay at this point.
Getting on hearsay here, I think it's fair to say, to the point that we just got to hearsay was correct.
So was Terrelyn aware that your brother, or that Matt had shot the bobcat?
I believe so.
Yeah, did she tell you she was aware?
I believe so.
Has Terrelyn ever told you that she's fearful of Matt?
Yes.
Has any other siblings or spouses told you that?
Again.
That's hearsay.
Sustained.
Just trying. Just trying, Judge.
Just trying.
Trying my best. They'll testify later. You can ask them.
That'd be fair. So long as it's not hearsay.
Judge, I'm trying to sneak this in. I'm just trying. Everything is right in the world.
Shortly
again.
after Disney, which
Adam
Matt
Grist
went to,
together.
right?
Yes, he did.
Shortly after Disney, you had an opportunity to visit with Matt's mom, Diane, right?
Yes.
And this was in regards, well, I don't know what it was in regards to, but there was a conversation about Las Vegas. Is that right?
Yes.
And can you tell the court what is the Las Vegas deal in your family with Matt?
It was an annual summer trip that Diane and her late husband always planned. And we would go to TD Village, where they enjoyed their timeshare. And Matt and myself, it originally started Matt and myself and his son before I had children. We joined them yearly. We enjoyed Las Vegas. We enjoyed the lazy river, so it was something that we enjoyed doing with them. And when her husband passed, she continued the annual trip.
You don't go to Vegas for a lazy river. I'm sorry. Nobody does
what
that.
happened in 2024? I'm sorry, what was that last part? I'm sorry, I'm going to ask a question instead of forcing anything on you. I
The
apologize.
bailiff is asleep next to her.
Did you have a conversation about the Las Vegas trip after your Disney trip with Diane?
Yes, I did.
And what happened? What'd she say?
She suggested that we not go on that trip
And why was that?
due to our financial burdens.
And what was your thoughts on that?
I was not pleased about it, but Matt was more upset with me than he was his mom, and he told me I owed him a Vegas trip.
Matt said you owed him a Vegas trip?
Yes.
Why would he say you owed him a Vegas trip when his mom was the one to provide the Vegas trip?
Because in some way he felt that it was my responsibility on why we had to cancel.
And why is that?
You'd have to ask Diane on why she canceled.
What did you say to Diane that caused her to cancel it?
I don't know if I said anything directly to Diane. I don't recall. I may have said something.
Were you surprised that she canceled it?
A little, yes.
Yeah. Has Diane helped you and Matt throughout your marriage?
She has.
Has she helped you financially?
Yes, she bought us a home.
Bought you a home?
She did. Her and her late husband.
And what about the land that the home's on in Temecula? 7 acres, right?
Yes.
Did she buy that?
It was originally in Matt's name, but when he got the IRS issue, he transferred it to her name so it would be safe.
Did Matt buy it or did his mom buy it originally?
I don't know. I wasn't that part of the financials.
So you weren't aware? You've never been
You would
told?
you would have to ask Diane. I know it was in his name at some point.
Kelly
I know
Lee,
that there were
welcome.
loans back and forth between Matt and his parents, but I do not know the ins and the outs.
Has Matt's parents consistently helped you throughout your marriage financially, providing financial assistance?
Yes.
And how about your mom? Did she do the same?
Yes, not as much as Diane and Tom did.
So your mom would send out money when bills were tight and things like that?
Yep.
And Diane?
$100 here, $100 there when I asked.
Going back to the Disneyland experience, do you recall a conversation that your mom had with Matt regarding the anger about not going to Disneyland?
Yes.
And what did you tell your mom to cause your mom to call Matt and to chide him?
I don't recall what I had said to her. I know I asked her not to call him, and she took it upon herself and did anyway.
And
I
did
knew
you-
that it wouldn't have gone over well.
And did it go over well?
No, it did not.
During that time, did you say to your mom, I can't recover it?
Yes, I did.
What are you referring to?
Recovering the argument that we were having, more than likely about my infidelity.
Oh. And
The not
how did
affair.
your mom respond to that text? Do you recall?
No, I don't.
Didn't she say you can?
Yes.
Just
that's
say
she
what
said.
you need to. Isn't that what she said?
I believe so.
You said, no, Mom, it's bad. Right?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Then she said, what can I do to help if I can?
Okay. Yes, that's what she said.
Do you think your mom was trying to help you in your marriage with Matt?
That could be debated.
Okay, let's debate it. Do you think she didn't?
On some levels, I knew that she had a strong hatred for Matt, so what happened in our marriage, she really didn't care.
Do you think she tried to help you in your marriage with Matt?
At some points,
Think she tried to help during times of friction between her and Matt? Or would she not help your marriage during that time?
maybe she felt like she was helping, but she really wasn't.
How about when she came down in May to California, May of 2024, before you went to Utah? She came to your house and stayed at your house, didn't she?
Yes, she did.
And how was that visit?
It was turbulent.
It was turbulent? Why?
They had a little tiff about something and they bickered back and forth for a moment and it was awkward.
Did your mom spend the night?
I believe so.
Yeah. And did she and you then go to her friend Amy's?
We did.
Yeah. And who watched the kids during that time?
Matthew?
When your mom called Matt, didn't she say to you, quote, "I just told your husband, don't mess with my child"?
Yes.
So how was he messing with you?
By arguing with me.
And so would you frequently tell your sister and your mom about all the arguments you and Matt had?
I would send them the voice clips so they could hear it firsthand.
Yeah. And like we explained, we talked about the previous clips, it shows back and forth, isn't it?
Yes. Some points it is back and forth. Sometimes I allowed him to get under my skin.
Do you recall when she said, "I'll just drive 9 hours and strangle him"?
Yes, I recall that.
What was that in relation to?
Driving 9 hours from Utah to California.
No. What was the event that she sent that text in relation to?
The same, I believe the same messages that you're talking about now.
It was when she called him and told him, "Don't mess with my child."
Right.
Right. Do you remember when that was?
No.
If I told you January 13th, 2024, would you have any reason to disagree with that?
No, I would not have any reason to disagree.
And do you think your mom was serious that she was going to drive 9 hours and strangle him?
I don't know necessarily strangle him, but
Kill him.
cause him harm.
Yeah, she was going to, wasn't she?
I feel like she wanted to.
And she did, didn't she?
Ultimately.
She did? She went to California and strangled him?
No.
What happened about a month after that text?
I don't know.
You guys were in Disneyland having fun, weren't you?
I don't believe there was much interaction between my mother and Matt. There was 18 of us. There was no way that we were all going to be in one big group. We split off into smaller groups.
Sure. But 1 month later,
sure,
approximately, Matt, you, Cheyenne, Steele, all the family met up at Disneyland, according to the plan, right?
Yes.
And your mom's threat of strangling you knew to be a joke. Indeed, you testified of that today, didn't you?
Yes.
But somehow when I question you that, you don't want to acknowledge that it was a joke. Is that because I'm wearing this suit? Is it because you don't like me?
Whoa.
Or is it hard to tell the truth? If you think it's a joke, why don't you just say, "It was a joke"?
Because on some level, I really honestly don't think it was a joke.
Okay, then tell me on what level.
That she wanted to cause Matt harm. And he's not...
He's not the only one? What? What? And he's not... Oh. What did she just swallow? That second half of that sentence?
Your mom ended up saying sorry for calling him, didn't she?
In an actual text?
Yeah. Do you want to go to it?
Yes, please.
All right, page 11 of Exhibit 28.
What did she almost just say? And he's not. Zoop.
I don't believe that's what the I'm sorry was in reference to.
Was it in reference to you dry heaving?
I believe so.
Bingo. I have dry heaving for the win.
It was in around that time that she said, just come here for a break then. Isn't that true?
I believe so.
Right after she said, what can I do to help if I can? Right?
Just a moment, hang on. Restate your question, please.
And earlier in that conversation, she says, what can I do to help if I can?
Right, yes.
And then within 24 hours of that little spat between Matt and Tracey on page 12, she says, Matt says you have food poisoning, and that's why you've been acting so crazy past 2 days. Right?
Yes, that's what he claimed.
Well, that's what she said he claimed, right?
Right,
So they had a conversation, right?
yes. And I did not have food poisoning.
I'm sorry?
I did not have food poisoning.
What did you have?
Nothing.
You're just faking it?
Do you have sushi?
No, I was not faking it. It was a lie that he told my mother.
It was a lie he told your mom?
Yes.
What
Because
was
I
it?
remember when he said that, I was in shock.
And
So you had shock.
Because he didn't want to admit that we were arguing about my infidelity.
I see. That seems to be a common occurrence, doesn't it?
He loved to throw it in my face.
And you regretted that, didn't you?
Yes, I did.
Yeah. You regretted that not only did you cheat on him, but that you sort of had to hold it and not tell him.
I had to eat crow every day he wanted me to.
Yeah, even when you came to Utah and met men here in Utah, right?
I'm sorry?
Even when you came to Utah on June 20th and met men here in Utah,
He knew
right?
nothing of those men.
I'm not asking if he knew. I'm saying that you felt bad about it, so much so that when you came to Utah, you started doing it again, didn't you?
I was just trying to be happy.
By meeting other men. Is that accurate or not?
Sure.
Is that a yes?
Yes.
It's okay to be honest today.
I get it.
You've done all you need to do with the state. You can be honest today. It's done. You just need to serve time. Okay? You understand?
Yes.
They can't hold it against you anymore. You've done your job. Okay?
Why are they not objecting?
Good. After Matt died, you also met with some men after that too, didn't you?
There's only two.
Do you remember the evening that the police came and Matt's body was on the ground?
Yes.
Did you sleep at your house that night or your mother's house that night?
No, they got us a hotel.
Who got you a hotel?
The police.
Did you sleep in the hotel?
I did.
How late were you at the police department that night?
2, 3 o'clock in the morning.
So
I
did
don't
you-
recall. It was a blur. That honestly was a blur.
I'm sure it was. It was very traumatic. A person had died. I get that. Was it traumatic for you?
It was very traumatic.
Yes, I believe that. But isn't it true that the American Fork Police Department tried to help the family because it happened in your home, that they provided a hotel
Yes.
for a couple days?
Yes.
And isn't it true that during the time that you were provided a hotel, you wanted to bring a man to that hotel?
I thought about it.
Yeah, and isn't it true you told your mom that?
Yes, I did.
And isn't it true that it was only a 3-day stay that the American Fork Police Department provided?
Yes, but I never brought anybody to the hotel.
But you talked about it.
Right?
And this is all during the time that you're smoking marijuana, right?
Yes.
And that you're really not having any communication with Kevin, right?
Correct.
No communication really at all with Kevin, right?
Very little.
Yeah. Do you think the fact that you're providing this statement to the court now or to law enforcement 3 times, that you've improved your ability on how to state your case, state your story of what happened?
Yes, that seems fair.
Do you recall during the trial, actually,
Guys, this is day 1. I still can't get over this.
do you recall the date of June 12th, 2025? That's a tough one, isn't it?
The June 12th is 2025?
Yeah.
I don't know the significance.
I'll provide you a picture.
Oh,
Oh.
yes, I remember that.
Does that look familiar?
Yes, it does.
June 12th, 2025, you met with law enforcement and prosecution regarding your time to be truthful, right?
Yes.
And you had, and that picture just shows you being there. And who's in that picture, do you know?
I'm in that picture. My attorney, Mike Brown, is in that picture.
Mr. Brown, who's here?
Mr. Watabe, Mr. Brown, and I don't know her name, but they're paralegal.
And a police officer.
He's not pictured, but yes.
Yeah, he's not pictured. Yeah.
Well, you can see his
Can you
fingers.
see his hand? Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. I can't identify his fingers from just his fingers, but
I'm only providing this picture to demonstrate that you met with prosecution and law enforcement to talk about providing the truth.
I did.
And during that time that you talked to them, you talked about times that the conspiracy between yourself, Kevin, and Tracey was going on, right?
Yes.
And during that time, you provided honest information to them, right?
To the best of my knowledge, yes.
Yep, to the best of your knowledge. You've been in jail now November, December, January, February, March, April, May, June, 8 months, right?
Yes.
And you've had the opportunity for 8 months to think about this case, right?
Yes.
And do you do much more in jail than think about this case?
I tried honestly not to think about it because it's traumatic and I didn't know what I was going to do with all of it.
So you tried not to think about it?
Yes.
And so are you trying more nowadays to think about it now that you're in prison?
Now that I'm more sober, yes.
You had 8 months of sobriety of marijuana at that point in time, right?
Right.
And so during this interview that you had with them, you told them of the story involving the conspiracy. Is that right?
Yes.
And they asked you a question. They asked you about getting a rental car.
Yes.
And they asked if you had told anyone about it, right?
I believe so.
And who knew about it?
A handful of people.
I mean, who?
Tara Lynn knew about it. Rachel knew about it. I believe my friend Stephanie Slocum knew about it. My mother knew about it. Through the grapevine, I believe my father knew about it.
Anyone else?
Not that I can recall.
Yeah.
There may have been other people in passing, but nobody that I had told.
Right. And the whole play on this rental car was for you to go down to Enterprise in American Fork, right? And to, was it Enterprise? I think Enterprise.
Are you talking about California now? Or Utah?
No. I'm talking about American Fork, when you went down to attempt a rental.
Okay.
You know what I'm referring to?
Yes, I thought you were talking about the first one you asked me. I thought you were talking about the rental car in California.
All right, then let's go back. Let me correct.
Sure.
I'm aware, and I think we are all aware, that at the time you rented your vehicle in California and came to Utah, that Tara Lynn was there, right?
Yes.
And you explained that your father was there.
Yes.
So he knew you got a rental too, right?
Yes.
And then obviously you're going to Utah, so Tracey knew.
Yes.
And Rachel knew, right?
Yes.
Let's go back and let's talk about the day you were going to, well, let's go forward and talk about the day you were going to rent a car to go back to California.
Okay.
Okay? And who knew about that?
Kevin knew about that. My mom knew about that.
In this interview, did you say Kevin knew about it?
I don't recall.
Isn't it true that they asked who knew about it and you did not say Kevin?
I don't recall. But yes, Kevin knew about it because I had asked him to watch my children as I went down to get the rental car.
Thank you. I appreciate that information. Do you recall the trial with Kevin?
Yes, I do.
And do you recall listening to the audio of that conversation with Kevin?
Yes, we listened to it today as well.
Yes, we did. Can we pull that up? I'll find it. That was that big.
State's 11.
That was that big tag of ones you did in a row.
State's 11.
11?
State's 11.
You can pull up Exhibit 11. Let's listen to that. There it is.
This audio was turned terrible for some reason. I'm not sure why.
Sorry. I need you to watch my kids for 5 minutes because I need to go over to the rental car place to make my story plausible that I need to go over there and they need to turn me away and say, no, we cannot rent you this car because your driver's license is out of state. Thank you. I'm leaving in like 2 minutes.
Do you remember hearing that during the trial of Kevin?
Yes.
Do you remember being asked about that?
Yes, and until it was played in Kevin's trial, I did not recall that I had actually knocked on his door and told him to watch my children.
Until 2 months ago, you did not recall having that conversation with Kevin, right?
Correct.
Do you remember what your testimony was today?
That I remembered it?
Yeah.
Because it was
so
played?
easy. So easy and quick, right?
Yes.
When in truth, your memory 60 days ago, you didn't even remember that conversation. Isn't that true?
Yes.
And 60 days ago, you even called it an accidental recording. You didn't even know you're recording. Isn't that true?
I would still call it an accidental recording.
Yeah, I would too. I believe that. I guess the point I'm getting at is that your truthfulness in presenting it to the jury today is very rehearsed and very prepared, because you had an opportunity on this day to advise them of that audio, which they knew about and they even asked you about, and you did not say that Kevin knew you were going to the rental company. And then June to January. So 7 months later, you were asked again, except this time dressed like you are and in custody like you are as a witness, and you didn't remember. But then today, when asked that question, it came just like, yeah, Kevin knew. Of course he knew. Don't you find it odd that you're willing to just allow the narrative of law enforcement to tell you what you remember?
I don't think it's the narrative of law enforcement. I think it's the recorded audio.
It is a recorded audio. But your memory of this recorded audio is what we're looking for. Your memory of the events that took place need to be accurate. They need to be from you. If you don't remember, you just need to say, I don't remember. You have an audio of it, I get it, but I don't remember. But when you told the jury on direct examination, you didn't offer that information. If it weren't for me here right now pointing it out to you, they would never know that. They would just think, yeah, well, she remembered her and Kevin, and she was walking down the hallway, and she said, hey, I'm going to the rental company, I'll be right back. But that's not your memory. You had opportunities to tell them that as you were being truthful of who all knew and what all was going on.
Where's the question?
Right?
Yes.
I mean, that's your goal, is to just provide the truth and justice, right?
Yes.
Very hampered by your marijuana use, isn't it?
Gone full circle. We might be done.
I don't know how I'm supposed to answer that question.
Truthfully.
Oh.
If your memory's hampered by your marijuana use, then just say yes. If it's not, say no.
I'm sure it has.
How many other kinds of things did you say?
There it is.
Are feeling pressured to comply with the state's narrative of the conspiracy?
I'm not sure I understand your question.
How many other things do you have to say to the jury today, and to the jury before, and to law enforcement, because you have felt pressured to talk about an alleged conspiracy to commit murder?
I don't think that's a fair question.
Okay. When did you decide to murder Matt?
2 weeks before he came out. A week after being at my mom's house.
And was that by way of agreement or something you just came in your mind that that's what we're going to do?
It was posed to me by my mother.
I'm sorry?
It was posed to me by my mother.
2 weeks before Matt came out?
Yes.
Do you know in prior testimony you said it was 3 days before Matt came out? Want me to find it?
If you'd like.
If I told you that you said it was 3 days before Matt came out, would you have any reason to disagree with that?
No, but I don't think it matters when we actually started to conspire. Just the fact that we did conspire.
Did your mom ask you to make phone call recordings of phone calls between you and Matt?
No, she was very upset when she found out I recorded so many phone calls.
Did your mom know that you were making I'm saying it wrong, I'm sorry. That you're making recordings of phone calls on July 11th?
I'm sorry, say that again?
Was your mom aware that you were making recordings of phone calls July 11th, 2024, with Matt?
I don't believe she was aware of them until after he died.
Including the 12th, right?
Yes.
So your mom was not aware that you were being quite lovey-dovey with Matt on those phone calls, was she?
That was the plan, to be lovey-dovey.
Do you remember the question?
No, repeat it.
The question was, your mom was not aware that you were being quite lovey-dovey on those telephone conversations with Matt.
I believe she was. She told me to be sweet.
She told you to be sweet?
To keep him calm.
To keep him calm?
Coming out here.
So she's the one who's telling you to keep him coming out here?
It was an agreed upon.
Where were you when that agreement took place?
I don't recall.
What were you wearing that day?
Probably something pink.
Are you being facetious?
No, most of my wardrobe is pink.
Okay, I'll accept that.
Not anymore. Now it's sort of maroon.
That's nice. These are hard times, Kate. I get it.
No further questions. What are we doing?
Do you remember what was the scenario of this alleged agreement? I mean, were you in a room? Were you in a car? Were you in a yard? Were you in
When we were originally talking about killing Matt,
Yeah.
it was probably out on the lawn where we spent most of our time talking. I made her leave her phone inside, and I left my phone inside.
Did you ever tell your attorney that you had an agreement 2 weeks before Matt came out to kill Matt?
I don't recall.
Do you recall your attorney providing a document to the prosecutor about your proffered testimony?
Yes, I do, and I remember agreeing upon that proffered testimony.
Do you know what proffered means?
Not off the top of my head.
I had to learn too, so that's okay. If I told you that proffered means a person will speak for you of what your testimony would be, that would be proffered testimony. Do you have any reason to disagree with that?
No.
And to your understanding, is that your understanding what proffered testimony was in
Yes.
this case? So your attorney wrote up a proffer of what you would testify to.
Based on what I had told him, yes.
Right. Your lawyer did a great job, didn't he?
I think my lawyer did a kick-ass job.
He sure did. He got you a second-degree felony, maximum 15 years, right?
Sound bites
I'm
everywhere.
1 to
not
15.
sure. I'm not sure how much I'll actually do.
Well, on murder, it's 1 to 15 on the second degree.
The Board of Pardons decides a lot.
So it could be less than 15.
I don't know.
Well, we'll talk about that more. In your proffer, did you have an opportunity to review this with your attorney before he sent it out to the prosecutor?
I did.
I think he's retained. I don't think this is a public defender.
Oh. Can we bring up digitally? I have it on paper, but if you have it digital, we'll do that for our jury, if that's okay. This is me taking advantage of the technology of the state. Thank you very much.
Bring your own laptop, sir. This is Mountain Standard Time. This is Utah. Same time zone as the Corey Richens trial was in. So they are 2 hours behind
Judge, I
the
shall
East Coast.
declare Defense Exhibit 1.
Any objection, Mr. Riccardi?
No objection.
It's going to be Mr. Brown. Okay. Thank you.
Do you see it?
Yes, I do.
All right. What's the date on this?
June 6th, 2025.
And this was in and around the time that you decided to be truthful, right?
Yes.
This is in and around the time that you spoke with your lawyer about the facts, as you recall, to the best of your ability, right?
Yes.
And then he drafted this 2-page and a little bit, right?
I may be wrong.
Yes.
My info showed he was not. He
And
was private.
in this fact scenario right here, do you ever talk about having that meeting with your mom 2 weeks before Matt got there?
I don't recall.
I will give you an opportunity.
I'd have to read it.
Yep, I will give you an opportunity to read. So we'll pause.
We'll pause. Give her a second to read through this.
You can move the page down.
Big thanks to all those who clicked the like button, just shy of 500 right now. If you're enjoying the trial and can't wait to come back tomorrow for day 2, please click like so we know we're doing it right. What's amazing is this attorney is able to get friendly again with Kate after getting right in her face and getting sassy and snarky, and then rebuild that relationship again and do it all over again. He's repeated that process 2 or 3
You
times.
can move the page down again. A little bit farther up. Thank you. Scroll one more time.
I'd say this is definitely a star witness for the state.
Do you remember the question?
Nope.
Good. That's all right. I didn't expect you to because you just read a lot of paragraphs, and that's okay.
Now they're
The question
friends
is,
again.
do you recall telling your attorney that you had an agreement 2 weeks before Matt got there that you would murder Matt?
No, I don't recall telling him that. Is that in there? Was that in?
No, I don't see it.
Okay.
I don't see it. Paragraph 9. Do you see paragraph 9? Can we go to paragraph 9? Tracey would talk to Catherine about taking violent action against Matt to remove him from the situation. Catherine indulged Tracey, but did not think Tracey would follow through. That doesn't sound like a conspiracy. Does it to you?
No.
You have
but
to.
It's
You have to come to an agreement, don't you?
yes.
Tracey would make mention of her intentions in passing. I would ask to publish it this time around.
Any objection? Objection. Let's publish exhibit, defense exhibit 1. Pardon? Defense, yeah, I asked you.
Let's
Go paragraph 9.
Let's take a read. Zoom in. Come on, Karen.
Halfway through that paragraph, Tracey would make mention of her intentions in passing, not in any concerted effort where Catherine, Tracey, and Kevin would meet to discuss a plan. Right? Intentions of meeting to discuss. That doesn't say an agreement, does it?
Like, no, it doesn't say meeting.
However, in retrospect, Tracey proved to be true to her word to remove Matt. Right?
Correct.
And so you don't have a description of when you came up with the agreement. You just say it was a couple weeks before. We already know that there's some frustration between Matt and Tracey. It's been like that for a long time, wouldn't you say?
Yes.
Based on the evidence you're feeding to your family about your relationship, wouldn't you say?
Yes.
Isn't it fair to say that you're feeding your family that you're fearful of Matt if he comes to Utah, wouldn't you say?
Yes.
You're fearful for your life that Matt would threaten and physically harm you while you're here in Utah, wouldn't you say you fed that to your family?
Yes.
Even though Matt had never physically touched you in any abusive way since your marriage in 2018, isn't that right?
16.
16.
Yes.
Thank you. I apologize. Did you ever tell your family that he never physically assaulted you during your marriage? Or did, in turn, you do the opposite and lead them to believe that, in fact, you were victimized by his physical assaultive behavior?
I never told them that he was physically abusive to me, but he was very scary.
But he was scary. So scary, in fact, that you were afraid he was going to come up and kill you?
Yeah, I didn't know what was going to happen. The night I got to my mother's house, I was scared shitless.
Because you went to work, rented a car, took his kids 1,000 miles away, and sent them a text. Didn't you?
I did.
You didn't even draft the text.
No, I had Terilyn help me because I was driving.
You sent them a text saying adios, right?
More words or less.
Yeah, we'll get into that too.
How much less can you have than
Well, don't you think
adios?
that would frustrate
Bye.
any spouse? male or female?
I can assume so.
Okay, we've read this, sir. Let's pan back.
I do have to talk about this magnetic screen door thing. Let me go to that exhibit. It's the one before the incident. It gives the best picture.
19.
Is it 19? Yeah.
The one before the
I mean,
incident.
I've seen these, but I never bought one. But you know what I'm talking about, right? The screen door?
Late night TV
Yes, I
commercial.
do.
I thought about buying one, but I don't know.
Why is he?
They're
why are
pretty
the
nifty.
comments?
Are they? They're still around. I see them.
Cameraman's just going to show us the TV.
Oh, yeah, if we could publish, thanks.
There we go. I'll provide a link for this. Hang on, let me find this so you can all buy one of these yourselves.
And so this is a view of your mom's home before Matt arrived, right?
I don't believe it was before Matt arrived. I don't know when this picture was actually taken.
Well, we got the toys of the kids, right?
Yes.
We got this cool tunnel that the kids can go climb through, right?
Yep.
And we have this line that goes right down the opening of the front door, right?
Yes, but the screen door was put back on after the incident. So when this picture was actually taken, I don't know.
Yeah, and I understand that. And does that center line divide with Velcro?
No, it divides with magnets.
Right. And then the exterior is Velcro, right?
Yes.
So the framing is Velcro, right?
Yes.
The interior is. And so to take it off, how long does that take?
5 seconds.
5 seconds. But you do mention that, right? You do mention that in paragraph 11 of Defendant's Exhibit 1 in your proffer. Tracey removed the magnetic screen door, which attached to the front door. Do you remember saying that?
Yes, I
To your
do.
attorney. This is where Matt would likely enter the home.
Yes.
Did you think he was going to enter some other way?
No.
Just the way that's written certainly makes it seem like a conspiracy, doesn't it? He would likely enter through the front door. Or possibly through the garage. I digress. The intent was to make it so Matt could enter the home more easily.
Yes, because when you want the screen open, it opens like a curtain, and it just kind of have to duck to get in.
How much effort does it take?
Not much, but we were trying to make it more welcoming.
And you told him that your door was always unlocked.
Yes, I did.
And you gave him the code.
Yes, I did.
At any time that day, did you think, I'm just going to tell him I want a divorce?
I had tried that on multiple occasions. Not while I was in Utah, but I had tried it on multiple occasions, and he told me he would not give me a divorce.
Did you believe him?
Yeah, I did. That he would not give me a divorce. Yes, I believed him.
And did you think you were stuck in that marriage no matter what you did?
Yes, I did.
You couldn't divorce him, could you?
Financially, I was unable to divorce him.
Financially, you were broke with him.
Yes, I was.
You were broke being divorced too, right?
I've never been divorced, so I don't know.
Did finances have anything to do with it?
Filing papers, yes, it takes money, and I did not have any extra money stashed away that I could just go drop a couple $100s on filing papers without him questioning.
So it was better just to murder him. Not in retrospect.
At the time, that's what I thought. Yep.
Whoa.
The judge has informed me today that he has some responsibilities. So I want to close today, but we'll pick up tomorrow.
I'll be here.
I know. Thank you, Kate.
You don't have a choice. Subpoena power in your custody.
I will close today with this line of questions.
Okay.
Sorry, Judge. That pause is just too
We
long.
were getting excited.
I apologize.
Closings are not tomorrow. No. This is going to continue tomorrow. Man.
Just getting my notes in order here. I'm sorry.
They have booked out 3 weeks for this trial.
So, oops. On January 20th, you were here in this courthouse and you testified at Kevin's trial. Do you remember that?
I don't remember the date, but yes, I did testify.
And similar to today, you testified at one point and then took a break for the next day and then came back. Is that right?
Yes, I did.
And that's going to happen today too. And I'm sorry, but I still have a few questions I need to ask you tomorrow.
I'm going to come for you for my lost wages.
See what the judge can do. Do you remember what the last thing you said when getting questioned on your first day?
No, I do not.
On page 135 of the transcripts, it says, and it ends on page 136. It says, when did you see your mother again after that? Do you remember what time? Referring to July 12th, 2024. When did you see your mother again after that time? Do you remember what time? Do you know what you said, what time?
After what time? I'm not really sure of the
Asked
question.
about when she came back from sushi.
Oh, okay.
Do you remember what time?
No, I don't.
You said maybe around 3.
Sounds about right.
And then you know what the next question asked was?
No, I do not.
Okay. What about Kevin? And isn't it true that you said, I believe I saw him walking into the house around 3 o'clock. Did you have any interaction with him between 3 and 9:30 or 3 and 10 p.m.? I don't believe so, was your answer. Do you remember that?
Sounds plausible.
And then miraculously, the very next day after you got a chance to sleep on it and thought about your testimony, you then told a new story about Kevin, didn't you? The last question asked on the first day was, what was your interaction with Kevin when he got back from sushi to 10 o'clock at night when Matt got there? And you said, he walked by. And then the next morning you said, you know, I remember something. I had a huge conversation with my mom and Kevin and me in the front lawn, and we talked all about the murder plan. Do you remember that?
Is that exactly what I said?
That's not exactly what you said?
I said, is that exactly what I said?
Would you like to see it?
On the next day?
The next day?
You're saying the next day I stated something else.
The next day you stated that you forgot, that you now remember that you had a meeting on the front lawn with Tracey and you and Kevin and planned what you're going to do that night to kill Matt.
I don't know if it was a huge conversation, but yeah, it was. We're going to follow through with this.
Was it more than, I believe I saw him walking into the house around 3. And when did you see him after that? I don't believe so. Was it more than you didn't have a conversation with him?
I don't recall.
Yes. The next day you talked about what you testified to of today, that you and your mom and your brother talked on the front lawn after their sushi. Isn't that true?
I don't believe it was the front lawn. I believe it was the back lawn. But I do believe that after he walked in the house, he may have come out and had a little sit down with us.
Of course, you had an opportunity to leave this courthouse, go to bed, sleep on it, think about how you did, and come up with a whole new story that you never told prosecution about. In this interview, on June, you never told prosecution about that meeting on the grass, did you?
I don't believe so.
You never said it on the first day of your testimony of the trial with Kevin, did you?
I don't believe so.
You never said it in your proffer that you provided your awesome attorney to get you the deal of the century for a murder, did you?
I don't think so.
But you had a chance to sleep on it. And when you came the next day, you came up with a new story, didn't you?
I don't think came up with a new story, but remembered more details.
That's all I have for today, Your Honor.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, as the attorney said, I am on call. I think I mentioned most of you through most of this trial. So I'm taking a little bit short recess today, or early recess, so I can attend to those duties. You may have saw me monkeying with my watch at the start of this session. It seemed like half of the county was calling and texting me, and I was trying to get it off. It's a newer watch, and I don't get along very well. It won't show up in the courtroom tomorrow. Let me give you the
My
schedule
watch,
for the
not a
rest
sponsor.
of the week. We'll do an entire day tomorrow, 8:30 to 4:30-ish. Thursday, we will start at 1:30 p.m. So you have your morning off, and then Friday plan on an entire day as well, 8:30 to 4:30-ish as well. Please keep my admonition in mind and my directions about forming an opinion about the case, doing any research about the case, talking about the case, using social media in any way, shape, or form. Just stay away from this case until you're sent out to deliberate. Obviously, you're probably going to get asked by people, how did today go? You can say we had a full day of trial and just leave it at that, nothing more, nothing less. Appreciate you being so attentive today and being on time. Many juries aren't on time, so that's quite highly that all of you are showing up so early and being ready to go. It's unusual, and I appreciate that. With that in mind, leave your notes in the jury room, leave your lanyards there. Tomorrow, if you can hit the security gate about 8:15 a.m. before you, so you can get up and be ready to go, hopefully straight at 8:30, I'd appreciate it. Thank you. Ready?
All rise for the jury.
All right. A quiet judge who swears to not wear his Apple iWatch tomorrow because it keeps interrupting his court listening. We are still on witness number 1 with cross-examination, and it has been wild. At one point, I wouldn't have been surprised if they announced that the witness was trying to arrange conjugal visits with the defense attorney. And then moments later, I thought the bailiff's going to have to step in and get between these two. This has been like the whole back and forth has been wild.
Before we recess, Mr. Brown, Mr. Conley, anything you need on the record to state?
No, Your Honor. Just one issue. Could Mr. Facebrian approach?
Of course.
Little sidebar before we go to recess. We'll turn the sound down. Oh, Virginia Little, thank you very much. It was the most unusual cross I've ever seen. It seemed flirty at times. It seemed very flirty.
The defense wants to put on the record for today.
No, Your Honor.
All right. Mr. Brown, anything on behalf of you and your client? All right. I'll see you all in the morning then. The doors will be open at 8:15. Thank you. We're in recess.
All right. Big shout out once again to Law and Crime, the pool feed on this one. Thank you very much. Great work. Great audio today on this one. So we'll keep an eye on this as this goes through. As they're leaving. Just watch. I want to see. I think she's in custody, so she should be let out. I'm not sure if we'll get to see that or not. But Iowa Backyard Cam, thanks for rating us. Appreciate it. Thank you very much. The bailiff was sleeping. There was a lot of it was getting hot in the courtroom. A lot of cuss words today for day 1. Some of them not necessary. You know, I think my lawyer did a good job. A good job. Yeah, some great stuff. Excellent audio. Hope this lawyer doesn't end up on the phone calls from prison. Ambi D, thank you very much. Welcome. Your Honor, I'd like the defense counsel to stop flirting with my witness. I think it was the other way around. It was more witness flirting with him, I think. But, I couldn't see facial expressions. You might be right. The audio assault counter today is 10. Red Pen, I'm going to start counting that because mostly we do have a Zoom feed that's live throughout this trial. So we're going to have those beep beeps all through the trial. We're going to count them. Mention of sushi is 6. Yeah, definitely going with the higher counter for audio interruptions. Hot in so many ways. Hokey Pokey Anonymous, yes. So I came in mid-cross when the fireworks were happening. I have zero clue what this is even about. Ashley, let me tell you. The woman on the screen right now, her name is Tracey Grist. She is charged with murder. The murder of her son-in-law. So this would be the husband of her daughter. The daughter is the woman we just saw on the stand. But who done it? Who pulled the trigger? Oh, that would be her son. He's already in prison. He already had his trial earlier this year, and he's been sentenced. So this is all in the family. It took place in Utah. We've got people who traveled from California to Utah. Divorce was an option, but it wasn't financially, so they just went with murder because I guess that was better. And it's the Timu Adelsons. I think it's Adelson. Several mentions of wet tortillas. Yes, we've had some crazy things mentioned here. And the cross-examination starting so sweet. Can I call you Kate? Oh, please do. To all the way just almost yelling at each other. The judge is allowing pretty much anything goes in the courtroom. If there's no objection, it's going to fly. And the prosecution, for whatever the reason, is not objecting. And so we're seeing commentary completely unrelated to the case, some inappropriate, just on the record. We're rolling with it. In love with the defense attorney on day one. I cannot wait. I thought he was paid. Other people are saying there's a record that shows he's a public defender. Either way, I do like his style. I don't have to like his his client, but we're reserving judgment on that as we go forward. Loving being back in Utah after the Corey Richards trial. Good to be back here on this one. So. The poor court reporter. Was he fired in his openings? No. In his openings, he was laid back. He's like, the investigation. They had an idea of what had happened, and they just looked for evidence that supported that. It was the exact same defense we saw in Corey Richards. They didn't do the investigation and let the evidence lead them to something. His opening was incredibly boring. Like so boring that it was painful boring. The state wasn't much better. But then it took off. And part of it is because of this witness. Because we've got Catherine on the stand who is telling all, because she's turned state witness, she took a plea deal and she has to cooperate. She already testified against her brother, now she's testifying against her mom. Oh, man. So, yes, a great day. We picked it up a little bit late. Our pool media approval access came in mid-testimony of witness number 1. So we had to go back and catch some of the opening and get the opening. So we got the opening of the defense, opening of the prosecution on lunch after we heard some of the testimony. So, but I think we're all caught up now. And this trial is going to keep us going all the way to the next one that's up in Ohio, which is slated to start on April 28th, which is like perfect timing if it takes the full time. So we've got two good trials back to back. This one and then the America's Got Talent or the American Idol. I forget which one. Ohio. American Idol one. Another murder. Sounds like they weren't going to put on a defense at first, and then the defense attorney stepped up and said, throw me your best pitch. Yeah, it's going to be good. Can't wait to hear what Kathy says about this in the morning. Oh, well, she'll have some things to say, for sure. Ohio versus Caleb Flynn. I can never remember his name. For some reason, Carly Gregg comes into my head every time I think of this case. Unrelated. But that's the next one after this one. Tonight when you go home, please hug the people you love. Smile at someone, make their day just a little bit better. And please stay safe till we go live again. It's going to be, well, we've got a Utah case. We're on Utah time. It looks like 10:15 start time. Tell you what, we might start at 10 o'clock. Let's start at 10 o'clock tomorrow, Eastern. That'll give us time to do birthdays, welcomes, and all that, and get sort of rehash this case so we can get everyone up to speed, because I know some people are going to be back saying, what, new trial, what? When did this happen? So we'll go over that a few times. And Caleb Flynn. It's stuck now. It's stuck. Love me a good Utah case. It's a great one. Isn't that amazing? All right, you guys, be good to each other. Have fun. It's good to see some of the awesome people that have been able to jump in and join us with this later trial time. So Adam, I'm looking at you. Thank you. You guys have a great one. We'll see you. Lois, we'll see you. Be good. Bye-bye.
110 years ago.
Thank you, sir. You're my new best friend.